Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of Tuesday Night Hoops, brought to you by MCPSS TV. Tonight we have a big matchup between the Theodore Bobcats and Williamson Lions. I'm Trent Eager, and I'm here with legendary basketball coach, Coach Ronnie Arrow. Coach, what are your thoughts about tonight's matchup, and what's going to be key for these two teams?
Trent, it's great to be back here with you for another game. We're looking forward to this game tonight. Now, I saw Theodore play the other night. They like to get up and down the court. They're going to press you. Williamson has brought some size. They're overall going to be bigger, and I wouldn't say stronger, but they're going to be taller, where Theodore is going to be quicker. So they're going to have to be two different types of games tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Now, the arrow targets that we're going to get to, this is what I think that each bunch has to do to win the games. Williamson has to play together. They have a lot of girls back from last year, and they've worked and they've gotten experience, but now they're putting in a couple freshman girls. They're being able to put all these in, but they have to continue to get better and better. As far as what they have to do, they have to work together. They have to pass the ball. The one thing they can't do is let the pressure of the defense from Theodore make them get turnovers. If they turn the ball over, they're going to be in for a long night. As far as Theodore, when they get off the bus, Coach Worsham has them saying defense, defense. They are totally defensive-minded. They get after you. They put pressure on the ball. Those are the two things that makes Theodore go.
Should be an interesting matchup.
Let's get
tipped off. And as we get ready to get a tip-off right here, we're going to have a big matchup between these two. Coach Worsham, we've got him. And our starting lineup for the Williamson Lady Lions: number 2, Peyton Davis; number 4, Kamaya King; number 10, Michaela Pritchett; number 12, Nija Essex; and number 25, Jariah Davis. For the Lady Bobcats, you've got number 1, Jordan Woodyard; number 4, Kelsey Collins; 5, Anaya Thompson; 12, Zaylee Pickens; and 20, Carlicia Jaha. As we tip off, Bobcats come up with the ball. And we've got a quick backcourt. That jump ball is a little bit confusing sometimes as you come up with that possession and knowing which way to go. So the Lady Bobcats got confused as the Lions come up with the ball now.
It was funny the other night when I was here watching Theodore play Baker. Their game started out the exact same way.
Yeah, that jump ball, like I said, it's a little bit of confusion with it. As you see the Bobcats come out a little bit of pressure right here.
Well, the Bobcats are going to play tough pressure defense. Coach Worsham, that's her M.O. And when they get after you, if you don't take care of the ball, you're going to be in for a long night.
Yeah. Theodore up the floor with the basketball, and Nia Thompson with it as they get it back out in the front court and look to set the offense.
And that didn't take long, and put the ball back in. You're going to have to keep Theodore off the boards. Their second shots, or that's what they work for.
Absolutely. That was Zaylee Pickens with the offensive rebound and putback. Shot goes up by the Lions with another offensive rebound, and you got a block by Jordan Woodyard and a steal by Anaya Thompson going down the floor. And she gets to the basket and misses.
Every one of the guards for Theodore are going to be on the floor. It's almost a drill that they do before the game. If there's a loose ball, they're diving on it.
Yeah, and that looks to be something of a staple of what Coach Worsham's defense is. I mean, that's one of the things. It seems like she teaches toughness. And in order to be a really good defensive team, you have to have toughness.
There's no question about it. And it's surprising me that there's been that many threes put up so far. Most of these girls here lately have been guarding the three-point line.
Absolutely. As the Lions get to the basket, led by Peyton Davis, freshman number 2, and basket is good, and they look to set their half-court pressure.
And they're picking them up right at half-court. Now they're pulling the ball out.
And dropping back in that zone right now a little bit, looking to keep the ball outside for the Bobcats. Bobcats look to get it around, swinging it.
Like a 1-2-2 zone that they've sunk back in, guarding the hole pretty good. If they're going to drive, it's going to be a tight drive if they can get in there.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, we talk about basketball. We talk about you always rebuilding, but, we were at a game last week, and the game this week, it looks like you have more and more teams with freshmen, sophomore, and they're rebuilding. Coach, tell me about what does that do as far as rebuilding and coaching, in your opinion?
Well, it's not good when it first happens, but it's good for the future. When you have young kids, when you have freshmen being able to play, and fit into your program and win. The bottom line is getting quality time for those young people.
Absolutely, absolutely. As you had a basket by the Bobcats from Kelsey Collins, number 4, bringing the game to 4-2, led by Bobcats.
They like to have the ball in Peyton Davis's hands. She makes the things happen, and both teams, they're shooting the ball, but I don't know if it's the cold weather again or not, but had a couple air balls and missed shots, but right now they're playing tough defense, and I think that unfortunately, I think that they're going to have a few turnovers at what the coaches want tonight.
Absolutely. As we picked up a foul on the Lions right there at number 25. Bobcats look to take the ball out underneath. And
nice. Another air ball.
Another air ball, like you said. It's a little cool in here, Coach, and it may be a little.
It's real cool in here.
As the young ladies have to get warmed up and get adjusted and get up and down the floor a little bit.
I'd be pressing just to stay warm.
Absolutely, just to get going. Zaylee Pickens goes up with the shot and misses, and Lions come up with it. Ball up the floor. And tipped out as they try to get it to Peyton Davis. I'll tell you, Coach, as you said, Peyton Davis, she may be young, but she has a lot of experience as playing since she was in the 7th grade.
Yeah, she no question about it. Zayla Pickens, she wants the ball. She not only wants it, she demands it, and when she gets it, good things happen. All 3 of their guards out there play well together.
Absolutely. She does not seem afraid of the moment. And the steal by the Bobcats, and we have a foul on the Lions. Got a couple of subs coming into the game right here as the couple of subs right here coming in for number 25. That last foul was bringing her to 2 fouls. So that's going to see how that affects the Lions as they get
they're trying
size. They're getting a little smaller.
Yep. They're trying to go into Jaha, and ball's been thrown over her head a couple times, which leads to more turnovers. I don't know about you, but feeding the post, I always like to bounce pass it into the post unless it was a lob.
Yeah, the bounce pass, I think, has always been a little bit tougher of a pass to steal, get to. The more air it has under it, the more time it has, and these young ladies are flying all over the place, so they're getting hands on it. You put it in the air, so.
When you lob that ball and it's up high, you have a tendency for the defense to be able to poke it away. When you get your body in there and bounce it in there, they're not poking it away.
I agree. As a turnover on the Lions, ball is going down to the Bobcats. Kelsey Collins brings it up the floor.
Those 3 guards, Woodard and Collins and Pickens, those 3, they want the ball in their hands. Good things happen when the ball's in their hands.
Absolutely. As Coach Holly has said, her team is a young group, but they bring a little bit of experience back and look to compete.
One of the things to watch, when they reverse the ball really quick, they beat the zone, and Jaha was wide open and they didn't see it. They went ahead and shot the 3. That time she was wide open. Absolutely.
As Peyton Davis gets coast to coast for the basket, tying the ball game up 4-4, and Coach Worsham wants to talk it over with a quick timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back to action in just a moment.
They may not stand at the front of the classroom, but they make learning possible every single day. HVAC technicians, electricians, plumbers, carpenters. Their work keeps students safe, comfortable, and ready to learn. Join the backbone of Mobile County Public Schools. Great pay, great benefits, real purpose.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here in action. First quarter, 4-4, with the Theodore Bobcats and the Williamson Lions. Bobcats look to inbound the ball and bring it up the floor. Now, it looks like, Coach, the Lions have extended their pressure. You think
Yeah,
that's going to help get them going?
Extended, I think so. I was saying this sort of jokingly, but it's cold in here. I think there's no question I'd be pushing the ball and getting that ball heated up with some traps and stuff and see what happens early.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, Coach, what do you think? Sometimes, wouldn't you agree that sometimes as you're in a little bit of a funk offensively, you're in a little bit of a rut, sometimes you may have to bring your defense a little bit and let your defense create offense for you?
I always said that I wanted our defense to bring at least 10 to 15 points a game.
Absolutely.
We always had a high-scoring team. And in doing that, I always thought 8 to 12 points came off of our defense.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I don't know about you. I enjoy changing defenses.
I do too. I do
Yeah.
too. And I think that's something that's really key is you keep your team, intact and keep them engaged. I mean, kids, they like to move around and change things, and it throws the other team off a little bit. So I definitely love to change that. I agree.
In preparation, the other team has to go over 3, 4, 5 things rather than just 1 or 2 things.
Absolutely, absolutely. You have to adjust. And we had a quick timeout right there by the Lions.
Tell you what, we've had a few more turnovers than probably what we want, but so far it's been enjoyable. Both teams are trying to go inside. I think both teams, when they've reversed the ball real well and then tried to go inside, has worked out rather than just bringing it down and trying to go inside. Get that movement going.
Absolutely. Both are moving the ball really well. Shots just haven't fallen. That's something that, although it looks like, when you're getting open looks and you're not making them, sometimes it looks like your offense is not doing well. But they're getting the looks that both of them want because they're sharing the ball, moving the ball, and getting it to the right places. Just haven't made the shots.
Here we go. Nice reversal
Good
of the
movement
ball.
right there. And Zaylee Pickens comes up with it as she draws a foul right there.
See, if you watch her, she's running the baseline against that zone. When they reverse the ball, she's going from one corner to the other corner. And that time, they went to her, they passed it in the corner, and then she went inside and we got a foul.
And she seems to know how to pick her soft spots in that zone, picking it apart and knowing where to go. As we have a 3 going up, Peyton Davis comes up with that rebound and looks to go up the floor.
Nice crossover.
Really nice crossover.
Peyton
Got
Davis.
a really good look right there. The Bobcats just got a hand on it. I tell you what, I'm glad they did because if they hadn't, that's a wide open layup. She has a really good court vision, Coach, wouldn't you say?
There's no question about it. The IQ, I think, on both. There's been good passing going on. I would say the only thing that's been going a little haywire is the shots.
Absolutely.
We've probably had 4 air balls already.
Absolutely. As we picked up a foul on Zaylee Pickens, should be her first for the Bobcats.
There hadn't been any full court pressure much because there hadn't been a lot of scoring.
Right.
After they score is when they jump into their 3-quarter or full court press.
And that's another thing. We practice defense, but you have to be able to set your defense. So that's why offense is important. As the Bobcats come up with a steal right here and going down the floor, Jordan Woodyard.
As the boys start coming in for their game next, that's going to be a monster too.
Absolutely, that's going to be a marquee matchup as well. It's going to be a big one.
We got one senior and one sophomore that's coming up in that next game that a lot of people are going to be after.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, you're probably going to be after one of them.
Absolutely, I'm one of those. A lot of people.
We'll get to them when it's their turn. We'll start
Absolutely.
talking about them.
Absolutely.
Trying to entice our people to stay over for the next game.
Absolutely. And
Nice.
Zaylee Pickens again picks her spot in that zone, goes with the short jumper, pull up, knocks it down.
Again, she's running the baseline.
Running that baseline to find the opening area of that zone, and it paid off.
If you
Chelsea
see,
Collins comes up with the steal and goes down court
Has
and
a
draws
little bit
the
of a
foul
bump
at
there.
the basket.
now what's happened is I think Theodore's has picked up the pressure. They
Absolutely.
love to put pressure, and it's mostly man-to-man. Coach wants pressure on the ball at all times.
Make the other team uncomfortable as she got that steal and drew that foul on Peyton Davis. That
The
should be her
intensity
first.
level has picked up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you said, Coach Worsham gets her kids off the bus screaming defense. So
When they get off the bus, she's yelling, defense, defense.
And it seems like her kids really buy in, and that's a big part of it, wouldn't you say, Coach? You can coach and teach all day, but if you have to be able to find a way to get kids to buy in.
There's no question about it, and I tell you, she loves her girls. She comes up here every morning for Woodard and Collins and opens the gym up around 5:30 in the morning for them just to get some shots up. So
That's
for
commitment.
the players and for the coach, that's pretty neat.
That's a lot of commitment. That's a lot of commitment. As the Bobcats come up with another steal by Jordan Woodard again, and she takes it down court and scores
Nice
at the
drive.
basket. Coach, I tell you, these kids are really putting their head down and not afraid of the moment and not afraid of contact and getting to the basket on both sides.
I see
mean,
they
you see a
scored
lot.
so they could get into full court pressure. They didn't rotate back and guard the hole. The
And the
pressure
Lions
was good.
attacked the pressure with the pass, not the drive that time, and got the layup right there and scored at the basket. 6-9 right here. Bobcats leading the way.
And again,
32 left.
Theodore started scoring, so now they could go full court pressure. Nice reversal.
They swing it around and looking for Zaylee Pickens on the backside of that zone again, and she shoots up and misses. Bobcats come up with the rebound.
I wish they would have when the ball comes over here to one side of the corner, I wish they'd have some girls flashing the high post that's wide open.
Yeah, that middle is wide open. Woodard is open again in the corner, but ball goes out on the Lions. No, they called that one out on the Bobcats.
Yeah. You know, as well as you know, there's so much emphasis. A little stat, I don't know if you do or not, but we used to keep deflections. And deflections are so important. To me, that always tells me how much we were hustling or not.
Absolutely. And it sends a message to the other team as we have a three-pointer there by Samaya Bush,
We got
freshman.
We got a game. They're going after
We've got a game right here, 9-9 with 43 seconds left, Coach.
I'm telling you, if there's any doubt, if you're in the range, you need to get over here to Theodore High School and watch this next
You need to
boys
get
game.
here. You need to get here.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound by Kelsey Collins goes up.
Oh,
And turnover right under the basket is going to go back to the Lions right there. I tell you, these kids are really competing, really getting after it, sharing the ball, putting the ball in the right spaces. And you look at these two coaches, Coach, you look at the duel going on the sideline. I always talk about that. There's a game within a game. You know, you look at Coach Holly and Coach Worsham, both of them are really competing for their players as well.
check this out. It's Ole Miss against South Alabama, where Coach Holly played at South Alabama and Coach Worsham played at Ole Miss.
Big time matchup. As we said, it's a game within a game.
You think there's not a rivalry for them wanting to beat each other?
Oh man, you know it. And Lions have the ball with 18 seconds left.
Slow
They
down, little
move it
girls.
around.
Slow down.
Peyton Davis hoists up the
Oh.
three, and it is good. Goes down, so the Lions go up 12-9. Coach, with 9 seconds left, Bobcats have it.
I have a question. In Alabama, do you have to call backboard?
Hey, no, you don't have to call it. You just have to call bucket. That shot goes up by Jordan Woodard as she misses to bring us to an end of the first quarter. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in action with second quarter.
Ring in the new year with Moon Pie over Mobile. Mars Day of the Time. Headline a night of funk, flair, and full-on street party vibes in downtown Mobile with opening acts Red and the Revelers and the Jukebox Brass Band. Bring the family during the day for kids' activities. Then dance your way into 2026 with live performances and the Moon Pie Drop at midnight. It's free. It's fun. It's the South's most iconic New Year's Eve celebration. Find details at moonpieovermobile.com.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
And we're back in action right here. Second quarter action, tipping off 12-9 as the Lions leading the Bobcats right here. Ball goes into play to Kelsey Collins. And the Lions are back in that zone.
They working that baseline. Nice pass.
They are really doing a good job of working that baseline, Coach. And it seems like these kids have been well prepared both ways, as the Lions are doing a really good job of, they may not take the baseline away, but they take the next pass away. So they're doing a good job of rotation.
When that ball goes to the corner, look at the free throw line. If somebody would flash right there and reverse it to backside, they're wide open.
Ball goes back out to the Bobcats out top as Kelsey Collins controls the offense.
I love it when you pick the zone. There's a lot of people who don't believe in it. They just picked the high guard in that 2-3, and they came over and they got that pass to the corner. They're getting that ball to the corner.
They're getting that ball to the corner every time. As we have a shot goes up, but there's a pushing back by Zaylee Pickens. Coach, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to be her second foul.
Yeah,
that's going to be big for this second quarter. Let's see how Coach Worsham works that.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they leave her in for too much
looks
longer.
Like there's a sub at the bench, as they're going to be a foul on the Bobcats right there. That foul is going to be on number 20, Carlicia Jaha.
You know, you want good fouls, but that one was just sort of standing around. I hate to use the word lazy, but you got to make each foul count. You only get 5 of them.
You do. You only get 5 of them, and that's a big thing in the game, because after 5, you get 2 free throws. So, you know, I would definitely think that the Lions are going to be looking to be on the attack right now. They have 2 fouls already. Lions back it back out to run the offense. Shekinah Lane with it at the top.
Both bunches are running that baseline well.
They really are. They really are. They're sharing the basketball. And
look at the high post. The high post is wide open.
Peyton Davis drives it and misses the pull-up. Bobcats come up with it and race it down the floor. Just a little bit out of control and turn it over, and ball is going to go back to the Lions, Coach.
Yeah, the turnovers, I hate to say this, but I'll say it anyway. The ones, if this game is heavily with one side with turnovers, they're not going to do well in this game.
Now, Coach, how big are turnovers? Like, is that something that you stat chart in your practices, your games? How big? Tell us how big turnovers are in your eyes as you prepare your kids and your teams.
We charted every practice, pluses and minuses. Offensive rebounds were 2 pluses. Charges were 2 pluses. If you turned the ball over, it was a minus. We charted, and at the end of the day, if you had more negatives than positives, you ran.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And I'm sure that it made a big difference as you've had some great teams. As shot goes up by the Lions.
Nice hustle. There's 5 individuals around that ball.
That was. As we have a sub coming in now for the Lions. And this ball's going to stay with the Lions on baseline. Shekinah Lane is looking to inbound it.
You know, we were talking about the coaches playing college ball. Coach Holly also played on the first state championship team in 1994 at LaFleur.
And Peyton Davis drives it. And looks like she may have gotten fouled right there, Coach, but there was no whistle.
Yeah, there's been a couple of those, just letting them play on.
And I tell you, these girls, like I said, these young ladies are not afraid of contact, not afraid of the moment. As they're throwing their bodies around, they're competing and banging. So getting on the glass and getting after it.
Well, the
Lady Lions inbounded.
The field goal percentage for the first quarter, field goal percentage for Williamson, they were 5 for 8 from the floor, and Theodore was 4 for 12. Threes, Theodore didn't make any, and Williamson is 2 for 4. That's really good, and not many free throws. Rebounds pretty close, 6 to 8 in favor of Theodore, and same thing with turnovers, 5-5. Our stats people are on the ball tonight.
On the ball.
We appreciate
They're
it.
on it. There's another game within a game, isn't there? You know, we talk about those turnovers, but the turnovers are big because you've got 2 turnovers, live ball and dead ball. And those turnovers that are live ball have helped the Bobcats to, you know, they were up 9-6. They got a couple of key turnovers and got out in transition and scored. So if they can generate a few more live ball turnovers and get out in transition and go, that's going to be key for them, I would say.
Yeah, it was. And one of the things that I put down as arrows targets was that Williamson was going to have to withstand the pressure from Theodore and not have many turnovers. Now they've extended it. Looked like a 2-2-1 full court press. And another turnover.
Absolutely. Williamson, they've done a really good job of handling the pressure, and they've scored on the pressure as they got the turnover right there on their pressure from there and just drew a foul.
Tell you what, this is an exciting game.
Absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
Take away, 3 or 4 turnovers from each side, and it's been well played game. A lot of hustle. I like to see that.
It has been. 2 well-coached teams, too, Coach.
2 well-coached
really
teams.
coached
Absolutely, they play hard, not just on defense, but they work the ball. They're well skilled.
Yep. As you see, a steal by Kelsey Collins, and she takes it down and one. Coach, we just talked about those live ball turnovers. Live ball turnovers hurt you so much because you can't get back and set your defense.
Yeah, and a lot of kids, especially when they're first starting, they want to bounce pass it across up front. There's no way that pass is going to get there. And then, like you said, there's no way to guard it when they get the fast break going.
Absolutely. As that foul was on Michaela Pritchett. Kelsey Collins shoots through and one and misses.
Very, very aggressive player.
Absolutely. Lions come up with it. But the Bobcats stay in that full court man-to-man.
They're gonna be putting pressure on you one way or the other.
Absolutely. But I tell you, the Lions do a really good job of breaking that pressure and knowing where that next pass is. As they got the layup, just couldn't convert.
Now, the thing that'll hurt you on the flip side of it, it's good. That's their third offensive rebound, and they got the loose ball. Can't have that. They were lucky they survived that series.
Absolutely. Extra possessions hurt you.
That's good that Collins is setting the ball up.
Yep. Set it up, and Anaya Thompson goes up for the jump shot and misses. Lions come up with the rebound and taking it down the floor.
I'm surprised they're not going inside to Davis a little bit more. She's a senior. She needs to have the ball in there. Look at the free throw line, wide open. And see, that's too far of a pass throw cross court.
Absolutely. As Peyton Davis drives it and looks at
Another
it down
turnover.
low, but there's another tip and almost a turnover, but the Lions recover.
Tell you what, Kelsey Collins, she's gonna need some oxygen.
She
is playing hard.
And we talk about those deflections and tips, and I would be willing to bet after this game, she's probably going to have about 10 to 12 at least.
I agree with that.
If she doesn't have that many steals.
Oh,
Shekinah Lane comes up with the steal and goes full court and makes it. And that's a basket. Bringing this game to 16-11. I'll tell you, we talk about the defense and talk about the pressure, but both groups are really applying pressure. Half court, full court, man-to-man, individually, collectively. They're doing a really good job. As there's a block right there by the Lions.
you know what? A couple of the girls, Thompson, she's winded. She needs to be substituted for.
Yeah, absolutely. There's going to be a trip right there on the Bobcats. Shekinah Lane controls it, splits two, and draws the foul.
They've got some really 3 or 4 good guards, Collins and Thompson. They really, really play well. Tough, they play tough. Woodard, all of those girls play tough. They can't get their heads down. They've missed some shots. I saw a couple heads go down. They got to keep those heads up, be positive.
Absolutely. Lions have it and turn it over right here. And the ball goes back out of bounds, back to the Lions. So there's a lot of shakiness and fumbling with the basketball, and that may be attributed to the cold weather a little bit as well, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. This cold weather. How do people live up north?
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
No, I don't either. I'm glad I didn't have any coaching times that I could have gone up north.
Absolutely.
Nice pass underneath.
That was a really good find by Peyton Davis, and the Bobcats got a hand on it. Luckily, they got a hand on it because she was wide open there.
Because Tanaya Petaway was ready to catch and put it in the hole.
She was. Lions take it out underneath with 1:58 left in the first half. 16-11. Peyton Davis controls it out front. Guarded by Jordan Woodard. goes underneath. That basket is number 3, Chanel Thomas. Coach, I tell you, they do a really good job of looking for each other. Nobody's selfish. Nobody's putting their head down. It's just me. These young ladies just look to share the basketball. They don't really care who gets it.
And you know what? That's a sign of good coaching to get these girls to play together, and it's a good sign that they have camaraderie, that they can do the things that they do together as a team.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's really special.
Nice drive. Oh, you got to make
nice
that
drive
young
by
lady.
number 2, Kamaya Hobbs, and she just comes up short on it. Carlisha gets the offensive rebound, and she gets fouled, though, Coach.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things we talk about, extra possessions. And look at what it does for you. Draws a foul, gives you 2 free throws. And that's big, as that foul is on Jariah Davis. And that's going to be her 3rd foul, Coach.
Third
So
foul.
that's going to be big.
They've got a
in this
couple
first
girls
half.
that are in foul trouble.
Absolutely. So, Coach, how does foul count? How does that change the game for you when you know what the other team has and does in the foul count? What's your thought process to you
Well,
players?
especially late in the game, if someone's in foul trouble, you're going to go right at them.
Absolutely.
If there's a post player that's got foul trouble, you start going inside. If it's a guard, then you start double teaming them and trying to get the ball and get them to take a charge on them or something like that. So it's imperative that if you know somebody, you go for the blood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice drive.
Nice drive by Peyton Davis. She scored that one over 2, Coach. She scored that one with everybody under there. 20-12 as these Williamson Lions look to extend the lead.
You know, Peyton Davis, she was the AHSAA Radio Network Coastal Player of the Week this past week, presented by Green and Phillips. So, you know, she's done well early, and she's continued to do well. Congratulations to her.
And we can definitely see why. And
Yeah.
She notched a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds to go along with 7 steals last week. So we can see why, and she's well on her way to doing that again here tonight.
As a coach, you got to know who to go to, when to go to into the games. And I think both these coaches know their players very well.
Absolutely. Agreed. As Trinity Campbell shoots her 2nd shot and comes up short. Lady Lions come up with the rebound with 55 seconds left. Shekinah Lane brings it up the floor. And Peyton Davis takes a little too many steps, a little too quick on her takeoff on that one, and travels, and ball goes back to the Bobcats right here. Coach, what are you thinking this last 44 seconds for the Bobcats going into the half? Oh, and they turn it over. Peyton Davis comes up with it, gets it up to Shekinah Lane for the layup.
Now there's 33 seconds left to go. Theodore's got to get a good shot. They need to score here. They don't need to go in down very. They don't need a turnover and let them get an easy bucket.
And it's going to be close to a 10-second count as they do get it across and draw the foul.
Yeah.
So that's Kamaya Hobbs draws a foul.
Yeah. You know, you can't have a foul like that. You know, not with 20 seconds to go.
I tell you, Coach, that's probably as close to 10 as you ever want to get.
Yeah, I think he just about had his hand up for the 10-second deal.
I think
with
so.
both of them.
I think so. As Kamaya goes to the line and she misses the first one.
See, if that foul wouldn't have happened, it would just clicked on out. And two
Yep.
teams go in, 22-12.
Yep. And she shoots one more with 20 seconds left, so the Lions are going to get the ball back, if they.
It's going to be interesting. I think the difference in this game is going to be turnovers. Now, the turnovers were 5-5 at the beginning, not going into this last quarter. We're going to see what it is now.
And I think they're in the favor of the Lions on this half as they've converted on a few turnovers as Peyton Davis drives the basket, drives the lane, and scores right there. Then I tell you, Coach, she is able to get by her defender at will. And you see her right here get to her spot and kind of euro right there and goes over the rim.
For you young kids, she has got a really good crossover going both ways.
She really does.
And she's got a left.
Yeah.
Young kids, pay attention. Use that left.
As we're going to go to a break right here, 24-13 in the second quarter, we're going to come back to your second half action as your Tuesday night hoop game of the night.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
There we go.
High school
There we go.
students.
I tell you what, at the end, there was 2 fouls that went on that it could have very easily gone in 22-12 or 24-12, whatever it was. You've got to have time management, and to be fouling that late with 24 seconds to go, you got to watch the clock and see. I know the coaches will have to talk about that at halftime.
Absolutely. As there's no shot clock, you still have to have that clock management. And I'm sure these coaches, those two are phenomenal coaches. They know all about it. But you got young kids that they're not playing with a shot clock, so they're not thinking about time and clock management.
Let's do some coaching over there. If you were Coach Holly, what would you be telling your girls?
Well, I tell Coach Holly, my kids, I'd say stick to our guns. We're doing a really good job of applying pressure, but the way we're able to apply pressure is we're getting to the basket. We're not selling for the jump shot, selling for threes. We're getting to our spots, sharing the basketball, getting layups. We're breaking their pressure, so just continue to share the basketball and not try to beat it by yourself, and do that. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a break for a little bit, and we'll be back with second half action with Williamson and Theodore.
Give her a mouth. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Let's put her down.
Every great story begins with a first chapter. For thousands of children across Mobile County, that chapter begins here, in the pre-K classrooms of the Mobile County Public Schools, a place where curiosity is encouraged, friendships are formed, and the foundation for lifelong learning takes root.
Pre-K Mobile County Public Schools offers 67 first-class pre-K classrooms across 39 schools within the Mobile County Public Schools district. The pre-K program has to offer parents a high quality of early childhood education that focus on early literacy, math, social services, problem solving, and more than anything, it gives parents a peace of mind to know that their child is in a safe, encouraging, and supportive environment.
The MCPSS Pre-K program is designed to provide a high-quality, early learning experience for every child. In classrooms led by certified early childhood educators, students learn through exploration, imagination, and play. Essential tools that prepare them for kindergarten and beyond. From language and literacy to early math and science, lessons are designed to spark curiosity and foster a love of learning at every turn.
They're an empty slate, and it allows us to work with their behavioral components, the emotional, the social, the cognitive development of just little people, because we know that 90% of the brain development takes place by 5 years old, and so that gives us an opportunity to get those little ones before they come up to kindergarten. That gives us an opportunity to build those skills and to build them in those areas.
In MCPSS Pre-K, teachers do more than instruct, they nurture. Each day, educators build relationships that help students feel safe, confident, and eager to learn.
Our classroom academic learning environment is, it's a hands-on, everything is geared toward what they need to know and their development. We have different areas in the classroom. We have a block area. We have a writing center, science center, and we have an art center where they can be creative. Right now, the art center is filled with fine motor activities for them to do to build up their fine motor skills for the writing process.
As one of Alabama's largest school districts, Mobile County Public Schools proudly offers first-class pre-K classrooms across the county, ensuring that more families have access to high-quality early education, regardless of zip code. This expansion has been especially meaningful for rural communities, where access to early learning once meant long commutes or limited options. Now, children in every corner of Mobile County can begin their educational journey close to home, supported by caring teachers and modern classrooms.
Being a rural school, our students just don't have that opportunity for preschool. That's very limited. We're not like a big city where there's a preschool all throughout that you can just select one. Our children do not have that opportunity here. And so it is vital having the 3 units to prepare our kindergarten classes for the following year.
The Mobile County Public Schools pre-K program is more than a classroom. It's a community of learning, discovery, and growth.
Kids that attend a high-quality pre-K program, typically they perform better than their peers in reading and math, and they have a higher graduation rate. The screening process for Mobile County is for evaluation and placement to see where our students are. Anybody can apply to the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. You just have to have a 4-year-old that would be 4 on or before September 1st and reside in a Mobile County district.
Learn more about the Mobile County Public Schools pre-K program at www.mcpss.com.
Now, Coach, we've had some good first half action here with the Williamson Lions and the Theodore Bobcats. 24-14. Coach, what's your takeaways from this first half?
Well, the turnovers are the difference in the game, where Theodore had 5 turnovers at the first quarter. Now they've got 13, so that's a difference of 8 turnovers, which is entirely too much. I'm sure the coaches having a say on that when they're in there at halftime. But everything else, you know, the free throws, it's hard to believe that there's only been that few of free throws going on. Williamson hadn't shot any.
Absolutely. They've done a good job of getting to the basket and finishing and playing clean.
Yeah, and Theodore's 1 for 1, so there hadn't been a whole lot of free throws done. Either the officials aren't calling it, or it's been a pretty clean game. But the turnovers, you know, if you turn the ball over, you don't get a shot. If you don't get a shot, you don't win. You got to have some points.
As you're coaching on this game, on this side, what's your takeaway from what Bobcats need to do? If you're Coach Worsham, what's your thoughts? If you're Coach Worsham right there in this second half,
Well, I think shot selection is one thing. I think they're working the ball good on the baseline, but that middle free throw line is wide open. There's got to be somebody flashing up there and getting a shot, or flashing and throwing it on the backside. But when you have that free throw line wide open, you got to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Well, let's see what kind of second half adjustments are made in this second half for the Bobcats if we look to tip off right here. And in 23 seconds left, and the Bobcats are looking to enter the floor. So maybe Coach Worsham, these guys are ready to play, ready to get back after it this second half. Foul trouble has not played a big key in the game for the Bobcats. So they should be good in a situation right now to come back out and apply more pressure. I think Coach Worsham, her staple is defense, so didn't have anybody in real big foul trouble. So she's probably going to look to extend their pressure to get her offense going. Ball is going to go to the Lions starting out. Peyton Davis is right in front of us, and she looks like a basketball player, Coach. It's just a 9th grader. She has the look, the size, the skill set, and ability. She's probably going to be a special player here in Mobile County for a few years.
I would think so. The other thing that if Theodore's going to come back, they got to get the ball into Jaha. They've got, and reversing the ball, not just go straight into her. She is wide open when they come down, reverse the ball, and then go into her. But they're not doing that. When the game was close, they were able to get the ball into her. She got fouled a couple of times. So the bottom line is they've got to get their inside people going inside.
Absolutely. As the Bobcats come out and apply a little bit of pressure, Anaya comes up with a steal right there in a big basket, Anaya Thompson. And looking like almost another steal by the Bobcats. Peyton drives the basket and drops it off to Shekinah Lane for the easy bucket. I tell you, Coach, these kids are really good passers. I'm really impressed how they know how to find their open teammate.
I agree. They've done, nice pass.
Right here, there's another nice pass by
finish
Anaya
that.
Thompson, and she drops it off to Zaylee Pickens. She just comes up just short.
Zaylee's got to finish that one. That was a nice play.
And right there, Peyton Davis drops it off right there to 10, Michaela Pritchett, as she shoots for three and is fouled on the three.
It's a three from the dead corner, which is the hardest shot in basketball. You know, you can't be giving up fouls like that.
And Michaela Pritchett is going to go to the basket right here for three shots, and she shoots the first and misses. 26-16, with 6 minutes left, 6:47 left in this third quarter.
You know, there hadn't been many free throws shot, but the ones, it's hard to believe that Williamson hadn't shot a free throw. And as far as Theodore, they're 4 for 11, 4 for 12. So the bottom line is that they've got to be able to, when they go to the free throw line and they're called, they got to put those things in the hole.
You got to be able to make them. You got to be able to make them. I tell you, the little things for me always help to control the game. Even when you're not playing well and not making shots, just doing the little things, making free throws and, making the layups here and there, handling the pressure, that helps you to stay in games or continue to walk away.
Yeah, I feel bad for Michaela Pritchett. She just shot an air ball from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think that cold weather can attribute to that, Coach.
Nice drive.
Nice drive.
Got to finish.
She
Got to
grabs
finish.
her own rebound and goes right back up. I tell you, that was a big-time athletic move by Jordan Williams, Coach.
If Theodore is going to get back in this game, they are going to have to be able to get some steals. That pressure defense has got to be able to get in there.
Absolutely. They're going to have to be able to set their defense what they do.
Without fouling.
Absolutely, without fouling. As we just picked up one right there. Let's see who that foul was on. I think that foul was on number 1, Jordan Woodard.
Well, when the clock stops, that's in Theodore's favor.
Absolutely. You get a chance to get a little bit of rest and get yourself together. As Shekinah Lane is at the line right here, and she shoots her first one and scores.
I'm sure Coach Worsham isn't real happy with the first half, but they still got time. But they've got to take care of the ball. They've got to get some easy shots.
Absolutely.
Oh,
you
the middle was wide open. Nice play.
Easy basket, and they get an easy opportunity right there by Zaylee Pickens as she just missed it. Offensive rebound comes up by Jordan Woodard. Who else? And she goes to the line for 2 as she's fouled by number 2, Peyton Davis, for the Lions
with
on the shot.
Zaylee Pickens the other night when they beat Baker, she was instrumental at the end of the game, making some nice shots, some nice plays. She's missed 2 cherry pickers in there that she's got to make. Good ball movement. You got to be rewarded with the ones passing it to you and make that shot.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Jordan Woodard makes both of these free throws, I tell you, this game could be a totally different game with a couple of makes here and there, Coach. A couple of makes.
Couple steals.
Couple steals, couple free throws, a totally different ball game. As Theodore does extend their pressure right now. And that man-to-man and on the ball.
There's one steal, spread it.
There's one steal by Kelsey Collins as she goes down the floor. Kind of fumbles it a little bit and brings it back out.
There's that free throw line that's open, this reversal over here.
There's it. And they bring it back out. Kelsey wasn't comfortable where she had it at the free throw line and brought it back out.
That free throw line, you can sneak somebody in there, but nice pick. That was a set play.
Outside of the zone as Jordan Woodard drives the lane and is fouled by number 13, Ariana Farrington.
You know, again, I think the ball needs to go into Jaha. They got to figure out a way to get her the ball. The quick reversal in, the flash and go high-low. But she's got to get involved in the game and scoring some points.
Absolutely. And Coach Worsham is probably going to see that as the game goes on. Probably going to look for her in that middle as this game goes on. As Jordan Woodard makes both of her free throws, bringing the game 29-22. And they set their defense right here. Shekinah Lane brings it up the floor for Jordan Woodard Gardner. And Jordan
Another
Woodard,
steal.
she is a ball hog, Coach. She's on the ball. And ball goes out of bounds off of the Lions. Coach Holly wants to talk that one over because they've had 2 or 3 quick turnovers here.
There's 2 steals and 2 times they went down on the 2-on-1. They didn't finish it.
And Coach Holly's going to talk that over with her group because, like you said, they've turned it over a couple of times and taken away that's bad possessions.
Theodore's doing what they need to do on defense, but they're not finishing.
Absolutely.
They're coming down 2-on-1. They're not making one take and throw it to the open person. You know, hats off to them for getting the steals, but now they got to finish down at the other end.
Absolutely. So talk about how big conversion is in your defense, Coach. We talk about where our kids, you know, just coming up and finishing plays. We can have a good defensive possession, but if you give up that offensive rebound, how good was your defense?
When you get steals, it's belittling to the team. But to finish them off and make them really, really sad is to finish with points.
Absolutely.
If they finish like that right there.
Absolutely. As Zaylee Pickens goes to the basket on the inbounds and scores it. And
if they keep this intensity up, they'll be back in this game.
Absolutely.
Nice block.
And a good block by Carlisha right there and comes up with that rebound and kills
Take care of the ball.
Absolutely. That's going to be key.
Now
Bobcats have gotten back in at 29-24, Coach.
On the flip side, Williamson has got to be able to just keep their cool, keep playing defense, be steady, and get good shots.
Absolutely. It's a big-time move right there by Zaylee Pickens and rebound by Carlisha.
I'm glad to see that. They went inside. They got Jaha on the offensive rebound, and I like that action inside.
Absolutely. As that foul was on 12, Zaylee Pickens, I think that's going to be her third, Coach. That's going to be her third.
Yeah. And you know what? That was a frustration one because of the missed shot. That was a frustration.
Absolutely. And she plays really aggressive and really hard. And sometimes for kids that play really aggressive, really hard, sometimes, you know, just being in the right position, right space.
You know, I know both coaches will be upset because of one thing or another. But as far as observing the game, both teams are playing hard.
Absolutely. Both teams are playing hard and playing really well, playing true to themselves. We've got a good ball game here,
we do.
29-24.
Well, this thing isn't over with.
Absolutely. As the Bobcats look to swing it around and got it to Jordan Woodard in the corner and dropped it down to Zaylee Pickens.
Nice move.
It was foul, but on the floor.
We talked about it. They're starting. What have they done the last 3 or 4 times they've gone inside? They've changed the whole ability of just around the house. Now they're going outside, inside, and they're getting fouls and they're getting easy. But these fouls are going to add up after a while.
Absolutely.
Boom.
As Jordan Woodard hits the three off the inbound, and we have a 2-point ball game, just like that.
Little Euro step.
Another Euro as Peyton Davis gets down the lane, Coach, and scores and says, hey, I got this under control, ladies. No problem. Get on my back.
It's good to see them fight back and come back and score.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, when you need a bucket, you need something like that to settle the crowd because right now, Theodore seems to be on a really big run.
And they got to go back to what they were doing is going inside. There's a set play.
Absolutely. They went in to Carlisha. She goes up with it and thought she drew the foul. Ooh. Williamson comes up with the rebound and got a foul on the Bobcats.
What you don't want to do is foul 91 feet from the hole.
Absolutely, absolutely. Those IRT coaches, and I'm sure Coach Worsham is IRT on that one. But hey, you do get a chance to set your defense, and let's see if it works out for them.
Nice
Lions bring the ball up. And another turnover as the Lions travel with it.
You know, Theodore's doing to Williamson what Williamson did to Theodore. They're putting pressure on him, and now Williamson is turning the ball over.
Absolutely, absolutely. The game is about runs, and both teams are making runs on both sides of the basketball.
Zelia Pickens has got to get into the ability where she can score and make plays. If she can't score, she's got to get other ones played because she has the ability to do that. On Woodard also, but I still think that when they go into Jaha, a lot of good things happen, but I'm not going to say it anymore, I promise. That free throw line is open.
It's wide open, I agree. As you see, the Bobcats pick the zone, the top of that zone, and go to Woodard in the corner again, and she misses that one. But I tell you, Coach, she has looked really good in this third quarter as we still have nearly 3 minutes left. We know she scored at least 7 points in this third quarter.
Yep. They can't get 3-point heavy shooting. They got to stand. If they have it, fine. If not, they've got to work to get good shots.
Absolutely.
Nice pass.
And Lions break the pressure and get it back out top to Peyton Davis. And let's see what they set up in as the Bobcats are in their man-to-man.
Nice crossover.
She looks to attack, and she draws two every time. Shot goes up. And offensive rebound by the Lions to reset it. Ball back out to Chanel Thomas, and corner shot by rebound by Zaylee Pickens, and on the run, and she goes to the basket and draws the foul. I tell you, Coach, she is really aggressive and really active, and it's impressive to see these ladies able to handle the basketball as she draws that foul on number 3, Chanel Thomas, for the Lions, and goes to the line.
Yeah, when she drove then, Collins should have gone out a little bit more to the opposite block. He was too tight in there. They had a nice 2-on-1, but they didn't spread it enough.
Absolutely. She makes her first free throw, bringing it 31-28.
You know, there's been a lot of turnovers one way or the other, but there really hadn't been good solid traps. They're turning it over without the traps coming.
Just a little carelessness, and that's going to be something that Coach Holly's going to have to get her kids to settle down and take the pressure as we did in the first half. Take the pressure and find the open person and look to score and finish, capitalize on that. As the Lions get to the basket right there, there's an offensive rebound by Shekinah Lane, and she goes right back up with it and scores it.
Collins is another one that can make things happen.
Absolutely.
Nice rebound.
Shot goes up, and there's a rebound by Kelsey Collins, big-time offensive rebound, and she goes back to the basket and misses it.
You know what? I wanted her to be rewarded. She worked hard. She got an offensive rebound. She got to the hole. Good job.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Pick up that foul. Just missed it, and Williamson made a good defensive possession. Came up with that rebound and drew that foul, and I think that foul was on Zaylee Pickens right there, Coach, and I think that's going to be her 4th.
These fouls, it's going to have a play at the end of the game.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, tell me how does fouls affect how you change yours? Because if you've got a player like Zaylee Pickens, who's been a big-time player, what's your thought process with 4 fouls with 1:38 in the third quarter?
Yeah, you got to take her out. Yeah, you got to take her out. And again, when I say what I would do, that's what I would do. I'm not trying to coach these teams. There's nobody knows a team better than their coach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As that second free throw is missed.
Nice pitch.
Pitch out by Kelsey Collins.
Nice drive.
And got to the basket. Kamaya Hobbs with the basket right there. So 34-31. Lions are up 3 in this third quarter. And I'll tell you, Coach, they are playing the defense, and they are doubling the basketball now hard.
They are doubling.
And Shekinah Lane settles them down. She drives the lane and gets a basket right there again.
Well, Woodard didn't come over on backside help and not let her get to the hole, but the pressure was good.
Absolutely. She did a really good job of reading where the pressure was coming from and going the other way and getting to the basket, getting a wide open look.
Williamson back in the 1-2-2.
Little matchup zone, and Kelsey Collins controls it out at the top.
There's 40 seconds left. Let's see time management here.
Carlisha has it in the corner and gets it back out.
That's a foul.
And a big-time rebound by Carlisha. Like you said, you've got to get her the basketball. She tends to be in the right space at the right time and making good things happen.
Was that a pass or a shot?
I don't know.
Either way, she got the ball.
She got the ball, and she was in the right place for it, right?
You got to be good and you got to be lucky.
Absolutely, absolutely. She goes to the line and shoots 2 with 28 seconds left. That first one is a make off bank.
I'm going to ask Coach Worsham on backboard free throw shooting if she specializes in that.
Hey, that's gotta be a talent as she shoots her second shot. And off the mark, she kind of lane comes up with it for the Lions, and she's off to the races, not looking to bring it out. Goes to the basket, and she scores it again. Coach, I tell you, she is really crafty with getting her shot off and actually scoring. She's got a really good field around the lane.
She's quick, she's athletic, and she can finish.
She really is. She really is.
There's so many guys and girls that are quick and get steals, but they can't finish or don't finish around the rim.
Yep, Jordan Woodard goes up with it, and off the mark, offensive rebound by Carlisha, and doesn't get it up in time enough as we go to the fourth quarter, 38-32. We will be back with fourth quarter action.
So I wasn't ready for my math test. Didn't know that it was going to come to this. I mean, it was just a phone call so I could get out of testing.
Threatening harm to a school, even as a prank, is a crime. Mobile County law enforcement treats school threats seriously, leading to investigations, arrests, and legal consequences. Think before you act. One moment of bad judgment can have lasting consequences. If you see something, say something. Speak up.
Each month, more than 90 guns are reported stolen from unlocked vehicles, creating the potential of serious injury or death.
Lock it up.
Many violent acts and crimes are committed with stolen guns.
Lock it up.
According to ATF, stolen guns pose a substantial threat to public safety.
Lock it up.
Be responsible. Take time to record your handgun serial number and secure it from thieves. Lock it up.
Lock it up for me.
And we are back with fourth quarter actions right here. And the Bobcats look to inbound it, 38-32. Lions up by 6. We've got fourth quarter action.
And we've got a ball game. Now, both teams have got to have good shot selection. Now they're starting to go inside. Make your move.
And ball goes in to Jordan. Nice. Jordan Woodard, and she was already at 11 points, and now she's at 13 points for getting that shot up right there. So, Coach, she's going to be key. I would think Coach Worsham is going to do everything she can to kind of go through her.
That's a great move that they moved her to the post because she can finish in there. Absolutely. That's a great move.
Absolutely. As the Lady Lions break the pressure, but just don't convert on the layup. And then Anaya Thompson goes up for a layup on the Lions pressure and just comes up short. So, Coach, we've had 2 really good possessions, just don't convert. As ball goes out.
That's a good call.
That's a good call.
Yeah, went off her kneecap.
Really good call. Bobcats come back up with the basketball right here.
I was waiting to see if he blew that call. My blood fired up with those officials again. Absolutely. I still have nightmares about officials.
Hey, they can control the game one way or another. And sometimes they may miss a call by just not seeing or different ways, but it makes a huge difference.
Right.
Ball goes to corner.
Got a lot more ball movement. Nice split.
Absolutely. They're doing a really good job of putting the ball in the corner. And if they're not flashing to that free throw line, they're cutting through the zone, Coach, which is really making it hard for the Lions to adjust right now, seems like.
You know, they were moving the ball and reversing the ball good at the start of the game. Then they sort of got away from it and just took it to one side and sort of stayed over there.
Mm-hmm. As the Bobcats have it, and ball goes back in the corner. Ball back out top to Kelsey Collins.
And post. I wish the girls would post higher. There's so many times, you know, people like to post on the block. Kids are bigger now. They need to post above. We always had them post at that mark above the block. That way when they open, nice rebound.
Absolutely. Shot goes up.
Great hustle.
Offensive rebound by the Bobcats and goes up again and goes out of bounds off the Bobcat. So we saw two athletic and two great hustle plays. They just couldn't convert on that play right there.
Nia Thompson gave her everything. She was diving for balls.
Absolutely.
Sticking her nose in there where it was tough stuff. Tough that she didn't come up with the ball.
Absolutely. There's no question about both of these teams want to compete and want to win. Lions have it, and Bobcats have extended that pressure a little bit out further, one-on-one, and looking like they're going to do a good job of trying to take Peyton Davis away. Jordan Woodard on her as the Lions turn it over. So, Coach, can you talk about that a little bit when you have to get the ball out of one of your better players' hands?
Real quick, though, Theodore's gone man-to-man, and I think the pressure of it will help them, and it'll keep them away from fouling. Little
Kelsey.
Euro.
It just comes up short by Kelsey Collins on that. And she broke that pressure really well and got an open look, just couldn't convert. Ball back in the hands of Shekinah.
Once you get to the hole, you got to finish.
You got to finish. It makes a huge difference.
We used to tell our players, if you get to the hole, the least that you got to come away with is a foul.
Absolutely. Agreed. And ball goes up the floor. Nia Thompson looks to attack. And she comes up short, and Lions come up with the rebound right here.
You know, this game is for whoever wants to take it. Nice hustle.
Nice hustle. Another turnover right there by the Lions, and Carlicia has it. And Kelsey goes up the floor and kicks it up the floor. And basket is good by Ariana McCorvey.
And Jaha made that happen. She got the rebound, threw it up the court. She's winded. That's a good timeout.
Absolutely. That's a really good timeout. As Coach called that timeout to get a breather and get our defense set, as now we're down by 2, the Bobcats are.
Coach Worsham's going to need some oxygen over there. Maybe
Coach
Holly, too.
I was about to say, there's a game within a game, and both of these coaches, like we talked about, are really competing for their teams.
These people that are here are getting their money's worth, and I'm going to say again, if you're in the area of Theodore High School, this next game is going to be a barn burner. You need to owe it to yourself to get over here. If not, they can listen to us.
Absolutely. Tune in. MCPSS TV. Coach, what do you think right here is going to be big for Williamson coming out of this timeout? You know they're probably going to see pressure. It's highly likely that Theodore is going to set their full court man-to-man. So what do you think is going to be key right here?
Yeah, I'm going to go back on what I said. I think Woodard needs to post. They need to reverse it and go into it. They've got a little play where they pass it out from the corner and go down and pick, and then the post pops out and then she posts. They need to go back to that. The secret to the rest of the game, don't turn the ball over.
As the Lions nearly turn it over right there, they get it back, and Shekinah Lane comes up with it.
As I said that, there's 2 turnovers.
There's 2 turnovers. And another turnover. Another turnover and a foul for Peyton Davis. Going to be on Carlicia right there. And
4
she's
turnovers.
Shoot 2.
4 turnovers. I'm not going to say it anymore. That was a jinx to him.
Yeah, and that's a big key to the game, because you turn the ball over, you don't get to control possessions. You get to kind of rest on offense, but you turn it over, you have to convert back on defense, and it's hard to scramble.
And it pumps up the other team.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Peyton Davis goes to the line and misses her first.
2-point ball game, 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. I tell you what, I'm going to hand it over to our crew and congratulate them. This is the 2nd game in a row, and I know the next game is going to be the same way. Good choice of games to have.
Absolutely, absolutely. This has been a great game for this Tuesday night hoops, and I'm sure we're going to see another great game on this boys game. And Zaylee Pickens is back in the game, and we have another turnover, a steal right there by Chanel Thomas, and she goes down and misses it, but Lions get the offensive rebound. Peyton Davis goes to the lane.
Zaylee Pickens, she put a hammer on that one.
Absolutely.
Nice block. Oh, my gosh.
And another turnover and a basket by Peyton Davis. So, Coach, we're seeing a lot of turnovers back and forth. We haven't seen many conversions, but we got one right there. And so that now extends the game into a 2-possession game.
You know, I think whenever you get 2 or 3 turnovers, you might, I don't know how many timeouts that are left, but you need to get a timeout. You can't afford in a close game to have turnovers.
You can't. As nearly a turnover for Peyton Davis, but she comes back up with it and finds her teammate under the basket for another easy layup.
That was a great pass.
It was, bringing the lead to 42-36 with 3 minutes left in this game. Anaya Thompson drives and just comes up short, but gets her own offensive rebound. I tell you, right here is key right now. I think these Bobcats are in need of a really good possession, a really good shot, something that they know that they get a really good shot and can't
pass
make.
out and then pick and pop out, and then she's going, oh, look at her inside. Nice spin
Wide
move.
open. Nice spin move by Zaylee Pickens. She's really active, really crafty around the basket and can score it around the basket.
I hope any of my kids that come to me in the classroom, I hope they saw that spin move to the layup.
Absolutely. And we're going to take a break right here with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in this ball game, 42-38.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
Gentlemen, we're back with action in this fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left, 42-38. Now, Coach, we've had a tale of two kind of games. A lot of back and forth in the first half. Games extended at halftime, and now the game had gotten to a 2-point game, and it's a 4-point game right here. What do you think is going to be some key things to this 2 minutes and 41 ball game, 42-38?
Shot selection and take care of the ball. You know, you don't have to be in a hurry. You got plenty of time.
Absolutely, as we have an out-of-bounds foul right there. And that foul is going to be on the Lions, a push-off, as they're going to turn the ball over, and it's going to go back to the Bobcats underneath.
Got a break here, see if they take advantage of it.
Got a break. Got the ball in to Zaylee Pickens, and she scores it right around that basket.
There we go.
So she is really good, really key around that basket. Got the ball in and got it to Peyton Davis right here. And she goes all the way for it and comes up short. Carlicia with the rebound.
Just take care of the ball. Good.
Bobcats taking it down the floor. They're looking to be really aggressive, Coach. And got it to Zaylee Pickens. And she goes up for 3 and knocks it down. And that gives the Bobcats a 1-point lead.
This is exactly what happened the other night when I saw Theodore and Baker play, and Theodore pulled it out at the end. This is exactly the type of game that it was.
I tell you, Coach Worsham has done a really good job, and the Bobcats in general has sticking to their staple, defense. We're going to continue to play the defense and continue to attack. And the Lions have just missed a couple of opportunities, and this game is a 1-point game, and we've got a bigger game.
We got a bigger game. I'm going to tell you what, Coach Worsham, she's going to be gray-haired after this game. This will be the second game in a row that I've seen with a game like this. So, but I tell you what, as long as she comes away with the win, I'm sure she'll take 1 or 2 gray hairs.
It'll be all worth it. It'll be all worth it. I tell you, you love to see your kids competing, and both of these coaches, as you look at them on the sideline, are really competing, really focused in this game.
High school basketball enthusiasm at its best.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ball goes down, and a turnover, and the Bobcats come back up with it.
Good. Let's see time management here. They got a 1-point lead. Coach Worsham is telling them to pull it, take your time.
Zaylee Pickens with the ball in the corner here.
Now Williamson's going to have to figure out how far they're going to let it go down before they foul. Well, they got plenty of time.
And there's a foul going after the ball right there.
For all you young basketball players, that was almost a costly turnover because the ball was being dribbled so high. Got to get down, protect that ball.
And that foul was on Chanel Thomas. And the Lions have a couple of fouls to give, so that's going to be a difference maker with time management for the Bobcats. Jordan Woodard with the inbound.
Little
They
trap.
double it right there and turn it over. The Lions with the basketball coming up and looking to attack.
Don't foul. Don't
Ball
foul.
goes to Peyton Davis. And she looks to attack. Comes up short. And the jump ball. He's going to stay Lions basketball right here, Coach. 42-43 with 1:19 left.
It's going to stay with Williamson. That's a break.
That's a big break. And a big break for the Bobcats because Davis has been doing really well with scoring right around the basket. As Shekinah Davis, Shekinah Lane goes up with it and comes up short.
Yeah, they need to start calling a little bit closer out there. Everybody's flying everywhere.
And we've got a foul on the loose ball on the Lions. So Bobcats basketball. So on the next foul, the Bobcats will be shooting free throws.
On that out of bounds play, Lane broke right to the hole and they missed it.
She was wide open.
Yeah.
They missed her. And you have to be looking at the basket and looking for it there.
Hey, Williamson applying a little pressure.
And they gave a foul right there. So we'll be shooting free throws right here with 1:08. And free throws are going to be key right here down the stretch also because, you know, you have to make free throws to stretch this game.
This
Shekinah
is
Lane with that foul, and Kelsey Collins goes to the line for 2.
yeah, this is just me, but if she makes these, I'd take the press off and fall back and make them work, make Williamson work half court to score. But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. She makes that first one.
3-point ball game. 4-point ball game.
And should be a 3-point ball game. As they
Yeah,
were up
that's
by
what I
one.
was thinking.
I was gonna say they changed
There
that,
we
and
go.
they got the clock running as well. So it looked like we had a little bit of
Yeah.
excitement over at the scores table, but they've got that fixed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pressing here, but that's just me.
Absolutely.
I'd
Like
make
you talked
Williamson
about.
come down and just work and put half-court pressure and get a steal down there. We'll see what Coach Worsham's going to do. Again, the coach knows their team better than anybody.
Absolutely. And it looks like they're going to try to take Peyton Davis out of the equation and make somebody else beat him. 1:03 left in this action. They've got 43-45.
They're double teaming a freshman.
Absolutely. How crazy
How about
is
that?
And ball still goes into it, and she turns it over. Big turnover for the Bobcats. So 1:01 left, and we've got to get a score check. But we've got 43-45 on the board, Coach.
Now, we're going to see with Theodore how time consumption, how they can run time off the clock. I'm sure that they have plays just for this type of situation in the game.
Absolutely. You want to get your kids settled. What are you saying to your kids? What do you think Coach is saying to her kids over in this situation with being up without having a shot clock? What do you think is being said?
The first thing, they got to have spacing. They can't be right up on the ball with one another.
Thank you. So we had a clock malfunction right there. And thank you, Mr. Ref, for giving an update. We got a 42-45 ball game, 3-point game. And ball goes into the Bobcats. Jordan Woodard with it.
They need
And
to be
it looks
passing
like
that ball around. Of course, they want it in her hands. I don't know what
And
that
it looked like the Lions were going to let a little bit of time run off. But Jordan Woodard ended up drawing the foul on Nyjah Essex right there. So she's going to shoot 2 free throws, Jordan Woodard. And she's been really good at the line. So let's see how she does right here to stretch this game. And she misses the first.
Well, let's see what she does on this second one. Make it a 4-point ball game. Again, I wouldn't be pressing right now.
And she misses the second,
Bring it
but they
back
come
out.
up with
Bring it back
offensive
out.
rebound and draws
Oh.
the foul. Zaylee Pickens has been really instrumental around the basket for the Bobcats, Coach.
Yeah, when she got that ball so close to the hole, I was saying bring it out, but she was right there. That was hard to turn down.
Hey, Coach Worsham knows her players, and Zaylee knows herself. Coach, I got this.
Let's see what she does.
And she makes that first free throw to make this a 2-possession game. And, Coach, she's on the floor right now with 4 fouls.
Yeah.
So to be still on the floor and play the whole fourth quarter with 4 fouls, she has to be that type of a smart player.
Smart player, good player.
As she makes that second one to be 5-point lead. They're showing a little bit of pressure.
Going back, girls. Don't foul.
Back right now.
Don't foul.
And coming up with the steal is Jordan Woodard. And she's going to keep going with it and bring it out and almost travels with it. Gets it up. And ball goes out of bounds on the Lions and goes back to the Bobcats. So the Bobcats have gotten a couple of breaks right here. And as you said, you got to be good with a little bit of luck.
Yes, sir.
36 seconds left in this ball game. 42-47, and Bobcats with the lead and the basketball under their basket. Jordan with the basketball, she gets it out to the top. So looks like the Lions are going to let some time run off before they actually foul.
Get your spacing out there. Coach Holly called for that foul.
Absolutely. There's a foul right there by Williamson, Nyjah Essex. So Kelsey Collins is going to shoot 2 free throws. 24 seconds left in this ball game, Coach. Now, that's going to be a lot. It's an uphill battle for the Lions right here now.
You know what? Last year's game was just like this, except Theodore took the lead a lot sooner than what they did here. But this was a close game last year, and then Theodore went ahead and won it.
Kelsey makes that first one and shoots her second one. And she misses, and I was about to say they come up with that rebound, but there's a foul on Kelsey Pickens.
Tell you what, she only knows one speed, and that's get after it.
Absolutely, compete and get after it. And that's going to be her 5th, but I tell you what, Coach, I think the damage may have already been done by her. She kind of gets the ball out and drives the lane, and that's a 2 going up by Williamson. And an offensive rebound, but out of bounds by the Lions. So the Lions have caught a couple of breaks, but haven't capitalized on it this fourth quarter.
You know what? Theodore has made a lot of their breaks with
Absolutely.
hustle.
Absolutely.
Still diving on the floor.
Still getting after it, and there's a turnover. Peyton Davis comes up with it with 5 seconds, and she goes up and makes the floater. And a little too late. Too much too late. 44-48 to end the ball game. Bobcats come out with the victory on tonight against the Lions.
I tell you what, we got to see another really good game. This next game is going to be a good game, so we'll go from there.
And we saw a really good game, but we talk again about basketball in the city of Mobile. We saw a lot of young kids playing, Coach. So
we did, and we said that at the beginning that both teams had some good young players, some good older players, but the youth in this town has got some really good players coming up.
Absolutely. And, Coach, what do you think the second half? It was a tale of 2 halves. We're in the half 24-14 and ended the game 48-44. What do you think the tale of that second half was the difference maker?
Well, I think, again, both teams played well, played hard. The bottom line is I think the turnovers. I mean, it was just one turnover after another. And then at the end, Theodore made some things happen. And they got the ball and they were able to score. So I thought that was the key to it.
Yeah.
But hard fought both ways.
Absolutely. It was a competitive game both ways. And Theodore handled pressure in that second half a lot better than they did in the first half. And that was a big key factor.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch and to call. So we need to, this game right here is going to be the same way.
Coach, congratulations on your victory tonight. We watched a well-coached game by you and both teams. Can you tell us a little bit about the first half and second half and what you thought was the difference in your game?
I think the first half we just underestimated them. We came out and just didn't stick to the game plan, didn't do what we had talked about all week. We know they was going to pressure us. We know that they was going to come out hitting threes or either get into the rim. And I think we just lost sight of our game plan. So it took a little come to Jesus meeting at halftime, and we came out, and it was just one stop at a time. And as soon as we got a stop, we just chipped away until we got ahead, and then we got ahead, I call a timeout and say, hey, look, we need to settle down, slow down. Now we're in control of this game. We need to get what we want.
Coach Worsham, I was here the other night when y'all beat Baker about the same way. You're going to start having some gray hairs with these closer games.
I got a lot of gray hairs, and I named each one of them after all of my girls.
Well, you got to be proud of your girls. So they were down, they fought back. But I thought personally, besides the turnovers, that your trademark for playing tough, hard defense was the difference in the game.
Well, I wasn't really satisfied. I mean, we got stops when we needed them. I would prefer we start off with some good hard defense and not get down to the end and need key stops to get ahead. So that's something that we'll go back and work on. This team is young and still a little immature, need to grow up a little bit. But we got some time before area play starts, so hopefully we'll get it together.
Enjoy your win, and thanks for a great game.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all you do.
And coming up next, we're going to have the Williamson boys versus the Theodore boys. Another big-time matchup here on Tuesday Night Hoops. Thanks for joining us. I'm Trent Eager.
Mobile County Public Schools completes about $100 million in school construction each year. And we're looking for new contractors and construction vendors to help us ensure that all students are learning in top-notch facilities. Is your company interested in becoming a construction vendor for Mobile County Public Schools so you can bid on these projects? We need contractors, plumbers, HVAC installers, roofers, electricians, painters, and more. Follow these steps to become a vendor. Number 1, complete the vendor application online. Under System, select Business, and then under Resources, click Vendor Online Application. Number 2, enter the vendor portal. Click Apply to agree to the terms and click Save and Next. Number 3, enter your business information as prompted. A tax ID number or social security number will be required to complete the application. At the bottom of each page, click Save and Next. To find out what projects are currently open for bidding, visit mcpss.com/bid invitation. Follow MCPSS Facilities Facebook page and email facilities to receive notifications. Complete these easy steps, and your company soon may be part of Team MCPSS.
Part of the experience of going to the Mobile Museum of Art is that it's there for everyone.
Art is there to inspire, to give you other perspectives, and to make you think outside of yourself.
The museum offers a critical service to the culture of the community.
It's providing the opportunity to have eyes open.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Ring in the new year with Moon Pie over Mobile. Mars Day and the Time. Headline a night of funk, flair, and full-on street party vibes in downtown Mobile with opening acts Red and the Revelers and the Jukebox Brass Band. Bring the family during the day for kids' activities. Then dance your way into 2026 with live performances and the Moon Pie Drop at midnight. It's free. It's fun. It's the South's most iconic New Year's Eve celebration. Find details at moonpieovermobile.com.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month has a negative effect on student achievement?
and that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Kressel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best, Team MCPSS.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope, there's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
Looking for unforgettable food and flawless service for your next event? Woodyard Catering is Mobile's top choice for personal chefs and customized catering. From weddings and baby showers to funerals and private dinners, we bring delicious, handcrafted dishes made with the freshest ingredients. Reliable, friendly, full of flavor. Whatever the occasion, we serve it with care. Call Woodyard Catering today, because every event deserves a taste of excellence.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the junior officer training school may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second half of Tuesday Night Hoops, brought to you by MCPSS TV. We have Theodore Bobcats and Williamson Lions. I'm Trent Eager with the legendary coach, Coach Ronnie Arrow. Coach, what are your thoughts about this matchup between Williamson and Theodore right here?
I tell you what, we just got through seeing a heck of a game between the girls, Theodore and Williamson, and I got a feeling that this one's going to be a barn burner just like that one was. I think the biggest thing in this game is it's going to be size and quickness. We did this game last year, and Williamson won right at the end. So I think it's going to be a close game. Let's do the arrow targets, which I think if each team does these, I think that's going to be the team that wins. For Williamson, they've got to protect the ball. They've got to cut down on their turnovers. They got to be able, the second thing they got to do, they've got to be able to contain Kamari Roberson. He's averaging 20 points and 12 rebounds. Theodore is going to have to guard the three-point line like they've been doing. They're only giving up 23% from the three-point line. That's going to be imperative for this game. And the last thing, Corian Coleman. They've got to take care of him. He's averaging 30 points a game and 12 rebounds. So between him and Kamari, they're both averaging double-doubles.
So we've got a couple of big-time players in this matchup, so it should be a really exciting game here.
Yeah, these are some college coaches will be in watching them.
Absolutely. As we've started this game out with a technical foul, with Theodore shooting 2 free throws for a technical foul on Williamson for the dunking in warm-up. So it's going to be Theodore ball on the sideline as we get ready to start this one off.
It's been a long time since I've seen that, Trent. Start the game with a technical.
Yeah, it's been a long time as well, as they go straight to it and go to Kamari Roberson. The Bobcats do, and he goes to work. He scores that basket as we're off 3-0 with 1 free throw made. Lions with the basketball, and shot goes up and a miss. And Corey Young comes up with that rebound, and they're looking to get off on the break. Lions back in their man-to-man defense. And Coach talked about the Bobcats. He talked about his offense. They're going to run a lot of sets and do a lot of things and try to get his kids prepared to actually execute.
Well, they're going to run horns a lot with 2 guys up high. Nice pass.
Nice pass. They ran that horns action and just came up short with it, but came up with the offensive rebound.
Nice drive.
Nice drive by L.J. Austin. The sophomore goes to the basket and finishes. Bring the lead to 5-0. As Corian Coleman goes up for 3 and comes up short on that one.
This is going to be a lot of rebounding, a lot of pushing the ball. I think there's going to be some easy buckets early in the game, and I think at the end there's going to be some hard-fought ones.
It's going to be a lot of excitement in this game as Corian goes to the basket right there on the inbound and scores on that left side.
You know, the thing about Corian is he's so strong for his size that he can make things happen, but also Robertson is also. These are 2 heavyweight players. This is going to be an impact game for both of them.
It really is. It really is. Really exciting game, Coach. As the Bobcats come up with a miss right there. Got a good look, but just come up with a miss. And the Lions come down with a shot and it goes out of bounds. So it's going to go back to the Bobcats here. 5-2 early action.
You know, it's fun to go to these games and see the kids play that come to my classroom. And Jade Rowe and the big fella. I've got about 3 or 4 that have been here, come to me in the classroom, you know, at one time or another. Kamari's come some. It's been a good time, and now I get to see him play.
Absolutely. And I'm sure as a coach, and I'm sure Coach Roebling sees the development, sees his kids from year to year, day to day, game to game grow. So that's what you really want to see. As Cam Roberson has and looks to put the ball on the floor and draws that foul on Corian right there.
Tell you what, Chad Rowell, if they leave him open, he can really, really shoot the 3-point shot.
He really can. And Coach talked about him and his 3-point shooting, and he's going to be big and key as far as stretching the floor for them.
He's shooting 37% from the threes. Boy, there is some athletic kids out there. Nice rebound by Kamari. You know, you have coaches that sometimes like to control their players too much. Both of these coaches, although they have big kids, they let them go outside and show their total game. They don't just post them up on the block. They let them go outside and take people off the drill. Both of them will get the ball. Kamari and Carrion will get the ball at the top of the circle, and they'll spread it and let them get to the hole if they can.
Absolutely, and that's a sign to coaching. Hey, you got to let your players do what they do and do what they can do really well, and it helps your team to be versatile.
There is a lot of quickness out there.
A lot of quickness. As the Bobcats pick up a quick foul right there. Ball's going to be on the sideline, back to the Bobcats.
You know, last year with Theodore, they lost so much. Houston Cunningham averaged 18 points a game, and they knew that he wasn't coming back. But then after football season, J.J. Bush, they thought maybe he might come back, but I think he's going to graduate early and go on up to Missouri, where he's going to play football.
Absolutely. L.J. Austin with it at the top. Bobcats look to move it around and get the ball in and turn it over right there. So Lions have it. And Cam Smith looks to set the offense.
See, these kids are so big that again, I don't like to see the big kids posted so low because they can't get lobs in there. Nice pass.
Nice pass by Cam, but a nice athletic play by Corian. And the Lions off on the break, and basket by Cam Smith. 5-4. We've got a game here, Coach. We've got a really good game, really exciting game. Started off early. Some exciting plays.
Coach is going back to horns. That's when you have two guys up high.
Got a travel right here. Chad looks to get it off, and we can see, Coach, if you give him any space, he's a knockdown shooter.
Yeah. Marcus Robeson and Travis Davis both has been in the classroom with me off and on. Glad to see these guys be able to see the moves that they've learned and the moves that they've learned during the summer and with Coach.
Absolutely.
Nice shot.
Corian goes to the horn set, draws the ball on that elbow right there, and turns around and makes a play. I tell you, it's really good as a coach to know that, okay, plays may break down, but players rise up and are able to make plays.
And you know, in a lot of places, when you have Corian and you have Kamari, they would be down on the block the whole game. Both these coaches are letting them go outside, top of the circle, show that they can handle the ball outside.
Absolutely. As there was a basket down there for the Bobcats by Travis Davis. And the Lions bring it back down, and they draw a quick foul right here. So the ball's going to be underneath, taken out by Cam Smith for the Lions.
That's a war outside with Carry-On and Kamari.
It is.
Corian.
Shot up by Derek Godbolt, and he makes that three-point basket, taking the Lions up 9-8.
Derek Godbolt, we hadn't talked much about him. He's 6'4", guard, forward. He's averaging 12 points and 4 rebounds a game, so he's a nice player also.
And he is. Nice size, nice skill set, and he's played the point and played on and off the ball for the Lions a little bit tonight. As Marcus Robeson drew the foul right there for the Bobcats, going to the line for two and misses that first one.
As big as Williamson is, last year they were Silas Evans, 6'8", Jonathan Johnson, 6'5". They really had some size last year.
And Corian with a big step back three-point basket.
That looked easy.
That looked too easy, Coach. He shot that with ease.
There'll be some college coaches in there watching him.
Oh, well, there's definitely one in here right now sitting next to you. Derek Gottlieb goes to the basket. A really athletic play coast to coast as he goes for two. I tell you, Coach Griffin talked about his team and talked about one thing he does like to do. His kids really like to get out and go and run. They like to set their defense, but they really do like to get out and go in transition, as Cam Robeson does score at the basket.
Yep. I tell you what, this isn't just one player on each team playing. This is good players.
And there's another three-point basket by Corian Coleman. I tell you, Coach, he's got a hot hand right now.
He's making it look easy, doesn't he?
He is. 17-11 with 1:48 left.
You're looking at a difference. You're looking at a difference between Corian, who's a senior, and you're looking at Kamari Roberson, who's a sophomore. So, and both of them, Kamari taking it right in there. He's not backing down from the big fella.
And I'll tell you this: you couldn't tell, you wouldn't know that he was a sophomore with his poise and with his play. And he's got a tough task of guarding the senior Corian Coleman. That's no easy task.
I'll tell you what, if you're sitting at home and not doing anything on certain nights, you need to find out when these local high schools are playing and go see some good high school players playing, because there's some good basketball in Mobile.
Absolutely. As that foul was on number 4 for Theodore, Marcus Robeson. And we've got Lazarius Jones at the line as he makes his first free throw. Yeah, Coach, we've got some really good basketball in this area, in this region, in Mobile County.
You
And,
won't have
thanks
far to you won't have far to go to recruit.
I do not. Just step outside in my backyard.
I want to say this, that I think it's a compliment to you and Bishop State and to Coach Archie out at Mobile University for the way that y'all have been able to get the community involved in your colleges with the tournaments that are going on. I know they're having, I think, a holiday tournament going on. And Coach Archie there, and I think it's making it a lot easier for y'all now to get local kids to come to your place.
Well, it really is. Sometimes you definitely always want to go out and get them, but also you want to bring them in as well. So what better way to have the kids to come in and play at your place? And it's in our name, community. So we're a community college, so I think that that's huge for us to actually be a part of the community in that way.
And Coach Robinson putting on his tournaments at y'all's place, I think all of that is just good for Mobile.
Absolutely. It gives the kids and everybody a chance to actually come to our place and play on the collegiate floor, and it gives us an opportunity to see them at our house. So it's big both ways.
Public schools here, I tell you what, basketball's come a long way, and it's going to keep on getting better and better.
Absolutely. As Derek Godbolt drives the lane and draws the blocking foul, he's going to go to the line for 2.
There are bodies flying everywhere, every time down the court.
Absolutely.
Both
There's
teams.
no easy shot. Every shots are contested, aren't they? And that foul was on number 3, Ray Parsons, for the Bobcats.
Hey, these might be high school players, but physically, there's some men out there.
There's some men out there. Absolutely. There's some men out there.
You know, both of these teams have played Baker, and both of them have come away with winners with winning about the same amount of points.
As Godbolt goes 1 for 2 at the line and misses that second one, and Bobcats have it. It's a good drop-off.
Nice pass
by Carvin McConico to Cameron. I'll tell you, that freshman and sophomore duo right there. $18 seconds left. And there's a quick foul right there for Derek Godbolt. It looks like that's going to be on Brandon May. That foul was on Brandon May. 16 seconds left in this first quarter. Ball goes in to Corian. Kamari's on ball. So let's see what ends up happening at the end of this first quarter, Coach.
It's a lot of quickness and strength out there. Don't push on him, big fella.
That was. To see a big man at his age and his size to draw the 5-second count is really encouraging. To guard on the open floor, that's special.
You know, a lot of places, like I said, both those guys would be inside. They're both outside battling one
Absolutely.
Another.
And he shoots the 3, but comes up short on it. And that's going to take us to the end of this first quarter, Coach. 20-15. 20-15 to end this first quarter. As we've seen some really good basketball, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with second quarter action.
Hey, Mobile County parents, it's time to launch your little learner into success with the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. If your child turns 4 years old on or before September 1st, they qualify for this incredible opportunity. Online registration begins January 15th, so don't miss out. Visit MCPSS.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening and selection information. The MCPSS First Class Pre-K program, where big dreams start small.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with second quarter action as the Bobcats look to enter the ball and initiate offense. And pick up a quick foul right there on the Lions.
Yeah, again, you have to make each one of your fouls count. And, you know, the ones that are questionable, you go back if you get in foul trouble and you wonder, why did I do that one foul?
Absolutely. As that foul was on Captain Monahan. And ball goes in to right now Kamari Roberson. And he Goes
That's the
up,
way to stay
misses,
after
gets his own offensive rebound, and goes right back up. 20-17, Coach. And I tell you, this young man is not afraid of the moment on both sides of the basketball. Godbolt drives the lane, and Coach, I tell you, he is a load to actually defend and guard. As that first step, he just swept the basketball and got right to the basket on one dribble.
Yeah, I know Coach Rowland isn't real happy with his guys now as far as letting them penetrate that far. Both coaches over there coaching. Coach Rowland is really a good coach, doing the things that he's got to do. And Coach Griffin's a young coach. You've got one coach that's there, went to school. Coach Rowland went to school at Theodore, been coaching there a long time. He's done a really, really good job there. Coach Griffin, this is his second year there. Both these coaches have done at their schools great jobs, not good jobs, great jobs.
Great jobs, absolutely. And Coach, fun fact, me and Coach Griffin actually competed against each other in high school. He went to Hillcrest High School, was a really good player, and I went to Monroe County High School. And those days were some battles, and he's implemented a lot of the things that what he did as a player, implementing them as a coach.
Right. Well,
Bobcats have the basketball, and Coach, you just talked about it. The Lions give up another foul right there as Lazarius Jones gives up that foul. But, Coach, can you talk about it a little bit more? How do bad fouls impact you?
Well, you know, the bottom line is fouls can put you on the bench just as well as you're not playing well. So you have to make them, when you're playing, you're not saying, well, should I foul here, should I foul, especially early. So the bottom line is you play hard, you get good fouls. You don't get crazy fouls.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is a quick turnover for the Bobcats. Lions bring the ball back down. Ball goes back out top to Corian Coleman, he has it. And he goes up for another three ball.
And misses
and follows his own rebound and goes up for the offensive rebound. So, Coach, he is a load to guard to keep off of the glass, out of the lane. I tell you, Coach, like you said, man, these are some grown men out here.
If he wouldn't have got that, then he doesn't come away with 2 points. He knows that he can shoot the ball and go get it. He is a lot stronger than what I thought that he was. This is the first time I've seen him this year. He is really, really
absolutely
charged.
As he loses the ball a little bit out of control, and Travis Davis draws the charge on Corian Coleman.
Say, well, that took courage to get in front of that young man and take a charge.
That is a business
That's what you call
decision.
courage. I bet his eyes were getting bigger and bigger as he. Now, do I really want to take this charge?
Absolutely. Nevertheless, that's a smart play, a big-time sacrifice for your team. As
you win games.
You win games that way. You win games. Offensive rebounds for the Bobcat. L.J. Austin rebounds it and goes right back up. And 24-19 ball game. Lions up by 5.
Theodore's got to get a couple stops.
Lions initiate offense. And jump ball. Jump ball is going to stay Lions basketball.
No, Theodore's only got 3 seniors. They're very young. Nice pull.
Nice floater. Yeah, you can tell this young man has really, absolutely. He has really good body control as Corian Coleman goes, drives the lane, and shoots the floater right there, Coach. So tell me a little bit, Coach, what do you like to see and look at when you see a kid that you may potentially recruit? Some things from an offensive side and, of course, different ways. As we see a big-time drop off and dunk down. Kamari Robertson with the finish.
I tell you what you're seeing is in 2 years, Kamari being just like Corian.
Absolutely.
Body size, finishing size. He's got to get the outside shot that Corian has, but he'll get there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shot goes up for the Lions. 3-point basket. Kamari comes up with the rebound and brings it out.
Nice rebound.
Because we've
seen we got another good one going.
We've got a really good one, and we've only had a quarter of action. And Kamari has it, and the referees have a little bit of confusion. They come together to make
his
a call
feet
right
got
here. And they called a travel on the play.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he traveled. His feet got tangled up. I'm not sure that he did travel.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure on that one. And looks like there could have been a little bit of contact that may have created that
I
travel.
think we got a technical too on Coach Robles. I don't know. That's sort of early. That's sort of early. You know, he should have at least gone over and warned him. You know, you're talking about a coach that's been in 9 regionals. He went to the Final Four in 2015. He's been area champion last 2 years. Coach Robles has been there, done it.
Absolutely. You talk about legacy and track record, what he has done, and kudos to him for actually doing it where he all started and doing it for that length of time. As that technical, Corian goes to the line for the Lions. Corian Coleman goes to the line and shoots those 2 and makes them 28-21 for the Lions. Ball goes in. Corian Coleman goes to the basket. And a good play by L.J. Austin to come up with the block.
Nice cross. And a Euro.
And look at Kamari Roberson goes with a Euro, gets to the basket, and basket. Look at the body control on that young man. Coach, look at the body control and the skill set. And we're looking at this game, Coach. This game is not dominated by guards. Yeah. It's really dominated ball-wise by 2 bigs.
Let me just say this. For all the parents that are watching, for all the kids that are watching, the 2 players that you see playing out here that are so strong, Kamari and Corian, both these kids have got bodies to go along with their talent. There's too many kids that come out and they're 6'3", 168. Mm-hmm. You've got to develop your body as long as to go along with your skill level. And when you come out, then you're not wondering why I didn't get a college scholarship, why colleges aren't looking at me. They look at the body also, absolutely, not just the talent.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things, and I'm sure you do too, it's one of the things that we call it the eye test. You know, we look at kids and will his body be able to take the grind, the punishment, the physicality of the game. Everybody talks about basketball as a quote-unquote non-contact sport, but hey, this game is a physical game. It's a man's game.
And I'm going to say this also. You know, Corian is coming out this year. He's a tremendous player, averaging 30 points a game. If he can go somewhere big and play, that's great. But if not, then, and he doesn't get the offer, don't look down at a junior college or another college, because what you don't want to do coming out of high school is go somewhere and sit. You go somewhere and play, you got a chance of years after to be able to, look at the big fella go behind his back.
Absolutely, go behind his back and lead the break and drop it off. Just came up short on the layup, but it's a really good play.
So, you know, to finish my train of thought, go where you can play, because with the NIL and all that, if you don't get NIL or if you never get NIL, go where you can play and give yourself a chance to play, get an NIL, or play.
Absolutely, and even with that, Coach, one of the things that I always like to harp on, you get a chance to develop. Kids come to junior college, you get a chance to develop, get on the floor, and play and produce. And you go somewhere where you sit, you don't get a chance to play and produce, and you cut yourself down on that NIL opportunity.
And the other part about it, Trent, as well as you know, it's just not the physical play. You've got to be mentally ready to go into a high pressure of upper echelon teams or schools to play for. If you don't have that upper mind, will you be able to go in as a tough high school player and go in and not get as many minutes as you think that you should? Can you handle that mentally? So all of this has to be taken in. Don't overlook junior colleges and smaller 4-year schools to get to where you want to be 2-3 years down the line.
Absolutely. Great point, Coach. Great point right there. As we have a foul on going to the basket. Captain Munderland goes to the basket, and he gets fouled. He's shooting 2 free throws. He misses the first and has one more. 28-23 in this second quarter, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this action. And he misses the second one, so, Coach, that turned out to be a pretty good foul. He was on the break. Ball goes in to Camarson. I tell you, Coach, he is really effective at finishing around the basket.
He is that.
Tested or not, he finishes around that basket.
And as he gets older, he'll develop outside scoring, but you've got to be what you are in the specific time that you're playing the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look at, he comes up with the steal and leads the break again.
Nice little Euro.
Again, a little drop off. And offensive rebound by, guess who? Kamari Roberson. I tell you, Coach, he's affecting the game on both sides. And that's what one of the things you really want to look for in a good player.
You know,
affecting the game.
It would be easy for him to get caught up with all the outside play. Take some jumpers outside and then be what you are. You can go outside, but his money in the bank is around that rim.
Absolutely. As there is a lob thrown at Cam Smith to Corian Coleman, and he finishes with authority as a grown man, Coach. Wow.
Look at the crowd. The crowd can't believe these dunks. They're going away scratching their heads.
Absolutely.
Come on, fans, get into it.
Hey, we have seen some really exciting basketball in only 2 quarters of action, and we're not even finished in this second quarter, Coach. Dunks.
This is fun.
Finishes. This is really fun. Basketball is in really good hands down here in Mobile, Coach. Corian Coleman goes up for a 3. Lions with the offensive rebound and goes back up for another 3. Bobcats off to the run with it. L.J. Austin goes up for the basket and is fouled.
I've seen Kamari play a pretty good amount of time, but I'm going to tell you what, tonight, whether it's because Corian is in the house, but Kamari is playing his tail off. He is going for the second shots, the third shot. He's hanging around that rim, and if it's close, he's got it and putting it back in.
He's got it. He's just going to play a complete game. As L.J. Austin misses that first free throw, he's going up for his second. But we talk about Kamari, and L.J. makes that second free throw to take the game to 30-28, a minute and 47 left. Shot goes up for the Lions. Missed 3-pointer, but offensive rebound, and the Lions come up short on that miss, but get the offensive rebound again. That was E.J. Wilder finishing at the basket. So the freshman gets in and contributes. Big move by L.J. Austin going to the basket. Big time Euro and finish on the left side. Coach, we have seen some exciting plays by some younger guys.
E.J. Wilder came to me like when he was in the 5th grade to the classroom. My man has grown up. His dad teaches, I think, at Williamson is there. He's sitting on the bench over there. Actually helped me in the classroom when E.J. was coming to me. So, boy, he's grown up. This is fun to watch these young kids grow up.
Right in front of our eyes, Coach, we're seeing kids grow up. I mean, this is a big-time game. There's no better game that you want to be at right here on Tuesday night.
This is an area championship game.
This is it. This is it. This is it. In December. 55 seconds left, 32-30 game. And a steal by Kamari, and he takes it on the break. And draws a foul on Derek Godbolt, Coach.
He's lucky that he got back because Kamari was about to tear that thing down.
Yeah, he had some ill intentions for the rim on that one.
His eyes lit up.
Absolutely. So he's going to shoot 2 free throws. 49 seconds left before we go into the half.
You know, what's even more fun is to see these kids not only competing, but I hadn't seen any attitudes in anything. They're having fun. They're having fun. That's a compliment to the coaches.
Absolutely, and we talked about that earlier, having fun. What is having fun? And you talked about it prior to what you said as far as having fun. Competing the right way, doing the little things, doing the right things, and that's what Kamari and these other kids have done. Defending, rebounding, doing the little things, and that contributes to having fun.
You know what having fun the most thing is that contributes to that? Win, baby, win. That makes a whole lot of people happy.
Win. As that may be the only blemish on Kamari's night for a little bit. He misses both of those free throws. He's played a lot in tonight as Corian goes to the basket strong, finishes over 3. Bobcats take it down the floor. Travis Davis has the basketball and goes up and draws the foul.
That could have been a foul, but they did call it. Good, good.
Absolutely. It's a little bit of out of control, it seems like, but he was drawing the foul and got to the basket. And that foul was on number 20, Captain Munnerlin, on the Lions, and Travis Davis is going to shoot 2 free throws here.
I don't know who some of these people are with, but I've seen about 5 or 6 people running around with big cameras. Not just your telephone, not just your phones, but big ones, like they're working for somebody. This is an action-packed game. I'm really surprised that more people aren't here taking pictures, big-time pictures.
Absolutely. This is as big time of a game as you want to get. And we got a jump ball on the missed free throw, and it's going to stay Bobcats basketball. 23 seconds left, Coach. Now, Coach, is there a doubt in anybody's mind with this 23 seconds left out of bounds under who this ball is going to go to for the Bobcats? As it doesn't go to Cameron.
Is that who you were going to pick?
I was. Karan Curtis
down
with
the court.
Absolutely, with the big basket right there. 11 seconds left, 34-32. Corian Coleman with the basketball to finish out the quarter.
We know who's going up with it.
We know as Corian pulls up and comes up short, and we end the quarter. And we end first half action. Jam-packed highlight plays, great basketball, 34-32. Coach, we've seen a great first half, and we're excited about going to the second half action.
Man, this is fun.
This is.
Hey, Mobile County parents, it's time to launch your little learner into success with the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. If your child turns 4 years old on or before September 1st, they qualify for this incredible opportunity. Online registration begins January 15th, so don't miss out. Visit MCPSS.com for more information and a complete listing of pre-K sites, screening, and selection information. The MCPSS First Class Pre-K program, where big dreams start small.
Give her a mouth. Oh, look at this. Isn't that pretty? Let's put her down.
Every great story begins with a first chapter. For thousands of children across Mobile County, that chapter begins here, in the pre-K classrooms of the Mobile County Public Schools, a place where curiosity is encouraged, friendships are formed, and the foundation for lifelong learning takes root.
Pre-K Mobile County Public Schools offers 67 first-class pre-K classrooms across 39 schools within the Mobile County Public Schools District. The pre-K program has to offer parents a high quality of early childhood education that focus on early literacy, math, social services, problem solving, and more than anything, it gives parents a peace of mind to know that their child is in a safe, encouraging, and supportive environment.
The MCPSS Pre-K program is designed to provide a high-quality, early learning experience for every child. In classrooms led by certified early childhood educators, students learn through exploration, imagination, and play. Essential tools that prepare them for kindergarten and beyond. From language and literacy to early math and science, lessons are designed to spark curiosity and foster a love of learning at every turn.
They're an empty slate, and it allows us to work with their behavioral components, the emotional, the social, the cognitive development of just little people, because we know that 90% of the brain development takes place by 5 years old, and so that gives us an opportunity to get those little ones before they come up to kindergarten. That gives us an opportunity to build those skills and to build them in those areas.
In MCPSS Pre-K, teachers do more than instruct, they nurture. Each day, educators build relationships that help students feel safe, confident, and eager to learn.
Our classroom academic learning environment is It's a hands-on, everything is geared toward what they need to know and their development. We have different areas in the classroom. We have a block area. We have a writing center, science center, and we have an art center where they can be creative. Right now, the art center is filled with fine motor activities for them to do, to build up their fine motor skills for the writing process.
As one of Alabama's largest school districts, Mobile County Public Schools proudly offers first-class pre-K classrooms across the county, ensuring that more families have access to high-quality early education, regardless of zip code. This expansion has been especially meaningful for rural communities, where access to early learning once meant long commutes or limited options. Now, children in every corner of Mobile County can begin their educational journey close to home, supported by caring teachers and modern classrooms.
Being a rural school, our students just don't have that opportunity for preschool. It's very limited. We're not like a big city where there's a preschool all throughout that you can just select one. Our children do not have that opportunity here. And so it is vital having the 3 units to prepare our kindergarten classes for the following year.
The Mobile County Public Schools pre-K program is more than a classroom. It's a community of learning, discovery, and growth.
Kids that attend a high-quality pre-K program, typically they perform better than their peers in reading and math, and they have a higher graduation rate. The screening process for Mobile County is for evaluation and placement to see where our students are. Anybody can apply to the Mobile County Public Schools First Class Pre-K program. You just have to have a 4-year-old that will be 4 on or before September 1st and reside in a Mobile County district.
Learn more about the Mobile County Public Schools pre-K program at www.mcpss.com.
Ring in the new year with Moon Pie over Mobile. Mars Day of the Time. Headline a night of funk, flair, and full-on street party vibes in downtown Mobile with opening acts Red and the Revelers and the Jukebox Brass Band. Bring the family during the day for kids' activities. Then dance your way into 2026 with live performances and the Moon Pie Drop at midnight. It's free. It's fun. It's the South's most iconic New Year's Eve celebration. Find details at moonpieovermobile.com.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program. Failure to attend the Early Warning Truancy Program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
They may not stand at the front of the classroom, but they make learning possible every single day. HVAC technicians, electricians, plumbers, carpenters. Their work keeps students safe, comfortable, and ready to learn. Join the backbone of Mobile County Public Schools. Great pay, great benefits, real purpose.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back with some of first half stats. 34-32. Coach, we've seen a lot of good play right here, but field goals looking at it. Williamson is 13 of 22 from the floor, and Theodore is 14 of 17. Talk about the tale of shooting from the floor for these teams.
The reason why these stats are so good is they're getting easy buckets. These kids are getting to their it's a tribute to them that there's not a whole bunch of jacking threes and stuff. There's good ball playing. That's a compliment to the coaches. But second shots off rebounds and putting in the rebounds or the turnovers, that's what's made this game so good. The turnovers have hardly been any. Williamson's got 6 and Theodore's got 5. Rebounds is 12 to 12. Free throws, one shoot 5 for 8, the other one 4 for 9, and not great free throw shooting, but the bottom no free throws. You know, Theodore hadn't even shot a 3.
Absolutely.
And Williamson has shot 4 and hadn't made any of them, but you know, it's a good game because there's no wildness.
Absolutely. It's a good, clean game. Both teams are really under control, and that's an attribute to both of these coaches, as both of these teams are really well coached and well prepared. And we did have one 3-point basket for the Williamson Lions. So they're still 1 of 4, but you know, as you talk about that, there was not many 3-point baskets attempted in that, Coach.
Yeah, and again, if it's not there, it's not there, and that's the way that it should be. And no forced shots just because that they had to be able to, okay, we hadn't shot a 3 in a while, let's shoot a 3. It's a well-coached, well-played game. Absolutely. How many times do you tell your players, go get the offensive boards? And tomorrow, these players are going to get it.
They are. So, Coach, as we're getting ready to start this second half action, with 6 seconds left, it's going to be Williamson basketball here. But talk about what we're going to need to do to see from both teams to actually make adjustments, as this is a close game.
They're going to have to keep the turnovers down, both of them, to make this a good team. If one team starts turning the ball over, the other team's going to win.
And ball goes in play to the Williamson Lions. And Kamari goes up and draws the foul right there on Kamari. Corian Coleman draws the foul right there on Kamari. And he's going to get 2 free throws right here as we open up this second half action.
What I hope doesn't happen is that either one of the big kids, either Kamari or Corian, don't get in foul trouble.
Absolutely, because you can really tell that both of these teams are really led by these 2 guys. Corian is definitely the leader for his team, and Kamari the leader for the
rest of the team, both whatever team you're on, they feed off those 2.
Absolutely. And it's always a gift and a testament to a kid when they don't have to score to impact the game. And you see that with these 2 young men, especially Kamari at such a young age and doing it. He's doing a really good job of affecting the game as Corian Coleman comes up with that defensive rebound right there. Fast break. Basket goes up by Derek Godbolt. And basket is good as he draws the basket and draws the foul.
I tell you who really goes along and helps Corian out is Derek Godbolt. He takes a lot of pressure.
He
takes
does.
a lot of pressure off Corian.
Seems to do a little bit of everything on the floor, handles it, gets to the basket, rebounds it, defends it. So, you know, he's like a Swiss Army knife for the Lions, and I'm sure Coach Griffin loves that about him.
Yeah, there's just, I tell you the truth, there hadn't been, that I can remember, any forced shots. When you don't force shots, then you're able to be able to get good shots. Good shots lead to points.
Good shots lead to high percentage. Higher makes, as Kamari Robinson makes a higher percentage, makes a really good move on the post and scores a basket for the Bobcats. Lions with it, throws it over the top. And there's that 2-man high-low action from Derek Godbolt to Corian Coleman, and he just catches it and lays it in, doesn't even come back down with it.
Yeah, somehow or another, Travis Davis wound up on Corian, and that ain't gonna work.
On that high side. Ron Curtis drives to the basket and comes up short, and Lions on the break in transition, and Cam Smith finishes at the basket on a quick jab move.
That all started with a real nice ball fake getting a defense up in the air and going by him.
It did. And just simple plays is that pass fake, shot fake, and getting the defense to shift, and that made a difference. Ball goes back into Kamari, and he scores it, Coach. He does a really good job of getting to that left block and making a strong move over his left shoulder, Coach.
Yeah, what would help Theodore a bunch is Jad Rao. If he would just, make a couple threes, and he's capable. They need him making some threes.
Absolutely, to stretch the floor, because Kamari is seeing defenders flying at him every way. He's doing a really good job of finishing, especially for his age and size and knowing what needed to be done.
Right.
He's doing a really good job as they've gone to him, and he finds his teammate on the backside on that one. Lions just get a tip on it in the hand and come up with the steal on it, though. We've seen some really athletic plays as well, Coach, as Corian goes up for the pull-up jumper and just misses.
The teams have slowed down just a little bit, whether they're a little bit tired. Nice drive.
And Kamari drives to the basket, does a little Euro, and draws the foul as he goes up for two. Captain Munnerlin is there to take the charge, but just gets there a little step too late. I tell you talk about Kamari, but Coach, you really see a big man with his footwork and his body control at his age and size. Can you talk about, him and his ability, Coach?
Well, the biggest thing that you just said was his year that he's at, sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
He's got so much more growing to do. He plays with some really good AAU teams. I think he's on the Nike circuit with one of the Nike teams. Mm-hmm. So that's going against the best. And that's going against other states, going to other states and playing, not just the same players over and over again.
Playing against some high-level basketballs. He comes up with the tip right there, Coach, and creates that steal. Bobcats go down with it on the break. It's a miss by Travis Davis, but they come up with the offensive rebound and draw the foul.
Marcus Roberson is only 5'10", and he's in there getting 2 offensive rebounds.
Absolutely.
You got to have a total team.
You do. And that's what I was just going to talk about. You got to have some kids that are confident and comfortable with being an all-star in their own role. We've got some really good players out here on the floor, but we've also got some guys that are not getting as much attention, if you will, but also some really good contributors to their teams.
Yeah, that's so true what you just got through saying. But, one thing that I'd like to say, and I know the game's going on, but, a couple years ago.
Man, that's a big-time grown man move by Corian. Right?
Coach Roblin had cancer and beat cancer. I think he's been cancer-free for 2 or 3 years now. But Cody Scott on their team, number 23, he did not play last year because he had cancer. And it's been taken care of. He got to ring the bell, and he's free of cancer now, too. So both Coach and Cody are free now of cancer. Good for them.
Wow. And that's a big blessing. Lions take the ball down and drive the basket, and Kamari Roberson comes up with it, and he leads the break, Coach. And it's tipped out, and it's still going to go back to the Lions.
Sometimes, and I saw him play the other night, Kamari gets a little lackadaisical with the ball, and he has a couple turnovers. But again, that'll go away as time goes on when he learns it.
Absolutely. And as we talk about that, but I haven't seen either one of these guys take a break in this game. So you talk about being in shape and talking about staying, poised. That's his first turnover that we can recall seeing.
Big-time players show up for big-time games.
Absolutely. As there's a foul on the floor on the Bobcats, and Lions take it out on the break on the half. Out of bounds as Corian has it tipped out. The Lions are going to have it inbound on the baseline.
Now you talk.
Big deep drag. Yeah, 10 touch. That's right. I saw it over here.
And that's going to be tipped by the freshman, E.J. Wilder, out of bounds on the Lions, and the Bobcats are going to take it back down. 45-40, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Coach, we've got a tight ball game.
We do. And it's going. I think it's going to stay like this too.
I think it's going to be nip and tuck all the way through. As there's a great entry pass to Kamari. I tell you, they're doing a really good job, and the Lions are going to have to do something to stop that cross-man pick with getting Kamari over to that left block, and he scored it 3 out of the 4 times in this third quarter.
Now, I wish Kamari, when he comes across, would be a little bit higher above that block, which gives him more room. I think he's posting too low when he gets it. He doesn't have as much room as he should have if he posts higher. That's a long body, strong body in there.
Absolutely. As he's done a really good job of recognizing that, because that takes a smart player to know where he is on the floor. He's out of position, but he's done a really good job, as we talked about earlier.
See how low he is right there, right on the block? When he turns to the baseline, he's almost going out of bounds. If he would post a little bit higher, that first line, then he would be able to spin and get to the hole a lot easier, I think.
Absolutely. As there's a turnover on the Bobcats, there's a foul on number 4, Marcus Roberson. This ball's going to go back to the Lions. And another turnover by the Lions.
Nice pass.
Great pass by Kamari Roberson to L.J. Austin, sophomore to sophomore, and he finishes at the basket. L.J. Austin does.
And that was a great bounce pass by Kamari off the dribble.
It was.
That's a foul.
And a steal by Travis Davis in the open floor, and goes to the basket and draws the foul and 1 on Cam Smith. So he's going to go to the line and shoot 1, Coach.
Yep. Great finish.
Great finish, great finish. I tell you, Coach, we talk about offense a lot, but we are seeing a good defensive battle here as well.
That's Coach Roebling. He is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, defensive coaches in this area, and they work on it. It's not just something that comes by, all of a sudden. They work on that man-to-man defense every day.
And these kids look like they are well prepared, and they are definitely getting after it. And I'll tell you, there's not one kid that's afraid of the challenge. I'll tell you, Brandon May picks up the foul right there, guarding Corian Coleman, but none of these kids are afraid to get out and play defense and defend. Every one of them are slapping the floor and clapping and getting after it both ways.
They've taken Kamari off of Corian. I think Coach sees that he don't want to get him in foul trouble. That's a great move.
Absolutely, really good move. As Corian makes that first free throw, 46-46, with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in this third quarter. Corian Coleman with that second attempt and a miss. Rebound by Captain Munnerlin, and it's going to be a loose ball. Lions come up with it and get the quick timeout. So as we return back to action, 46-46.
Tell you what I want to do. I want to have the concessions on the nachos that are being eaten here tonight. Everybody that passes by got 2 or 3 things of nachos on them.
I tell you what, and I can tell why. I can smell them, Coach. They smell delicious.
Is this fun or not? This didn't work. This is fun.
Beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. I tell you, as you said, if you are anywhere and have the freedom or availability, you need to get out here to Theodore High School and watch the rest of this really good basketball game. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter, 46-46.
This is 2 games in a row that our staff has put together. A great game. And next week we got another one coming up in Blunt and Williamson.
Absolutely. We'll be at Blunt High School, Williamson and Blunt. So we have another one for our third week, Coach. I'm excited about Tuesday night hoops.
It is. This is what it's all about. I'm so happy to see basketball in Alabama. They keep saying basketball in North Alabama is better. Well, if they are, we're catching them. We're coming on.
Absolutely. And if they are, we're right behind them. We're on their heels.
We got the sophomore player of the year coming up here with L.J. Williams from Saraland. We've got good sophomores in this game. Go up strong, big fella. Go up strong.
Great drop off right there as Karan Curtis gets in the lane and drops it off right there to Kamari. He goes up and draws the foul. And that foul was on Corian Coleman right there.
You know, let's talk about how when Kamari gets the ball. Let's talk about when these guards have got to be giving him good passes. Now he makes some good moves on his own, but these guards are doing an excellent job of getting him the ball.
And just like what you said, Coach, there's passes and there's scorers passes as well. And that's one thing you don't want to do to a big man, to give him the basketball where he doesn't have the opportunity to score or take away a shooting opportunity from him. Right there, Kamara was able to get the ball straight up and go right up. He caught it, laid it right in his lap and went up. He just picked up the foul.
And finished his free throws.
Finished his free throws. Shot goes up by the Lions. Captain Munlin with the offensive rebound. And a steal by Kamari Robeson right there. Travis Davis on the break with the basket. 50-48, Coach. We're seeing some really good back and forth basketball here.
I don't think there's a guy on Theodore's team that doesn't use the Euro step.
I don't think so. Got to the basket, Corian Coleman, and he got stuffed right there at the rim. Coach, I just think that's a testament to his legs. And he's been in this game, entire game. I'm sure his legs are tired. And LJ Austin drives the lane and draws the foul. We've had a lot of back and forth action, so I'm sure we see a lot of kids right there huffing and puffing, so we know they're tired. These kids have really been getting after it.
I hope not only the kids that come to me in the classroom, but I hope every young kid playing basketball in this town is watching this game like they're idols, they're local idols, that I'm going to be like Kamari one day, or I'm going to be like Corian one day, or whoever it might be on each team. It gives them something to shoot for.
I tell you, these two players in our region are two really special players. And as you said, I'm sure the college coaches, if they're not going to be in the gym for these two guys, they're definitely going to be watching.
When they're not flocking to these schools, they're going to be flocking to Saraland to see LJ Williams play.
Most definitely, as he is a low sophomore class as well, as you said. Captain Munlin with the drive to the basket and big-time move. Kamari with the ball at the elbow, kicks it back out to LJ Austin, and he kicks it to Harvin McConico.
Nice passing.
I tell you, Coach, they're doing a really good job of moving the basketball around, and that basket is good by Karan Curtis, Coach.
It's continuation in high school.
We've got a little bit of NBA right here at Theodore High School, Coach.
Well, you know they've got that rule now in college also, the continuation.
They do. And he made a really good play right there and stayed with it. I like to see
the littlest guy on the court is doing a continuation.
A continuation as he capitalizes and makes the three-point play, makes that free throw, makes it a 54-50 ball game with 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third quarter, Coach.
Curtis is out there flexing.
Every bit of reason to right there.
Look at the big fella.
As Derek Gottlieb was careless with the basketball, and Kamari comes up with the steal. There's a whistle right here. There was just a delay of game one, and it looks like it, as Kamari gets the ball out.
Well, we got some fans over here. I thought they were leading a fast break.
Absolutely. I tell you what, the fans are getting into this game just as much as anybody else. Corian with the basketball, and he draws the fouls. He draws an extra defender. Fouls on Travis Davis, so Corian's going to go to the line for two. 36 seconds left, 50-56, Coach. We've got as big of a game as you want to see in February, in playoff atmosphere.
This is an area championship game. You know, it's something that Coach Roebling has put Travis Davis on Corian. Travis Davis is 6'3", going again, and he's probably 165, 170, and he's going against Corian, who is out there probably about 210.
Absolutely.
205.
And it looks like Coach wants to do a good job of changing the defense and showing him a different body every look down. As Kamari drives the lane and picks up the foul. He's doing a really good job of attacking for you, and he drew that foul right there.
I think that they're going to have to take Corian off of Kamari.
And that's a huge foul right there, Coach. As they're saying that's going to be 5 fouls on Corian right there. Corian Coleman's going to be his 5th foul. So we're going to see what they have at the table. I tell you, as we're waiting on the report back, Kamari and the rest of the Bobcats have not been afraid of the moment and actually attacking. We want to get to the rim, and we want to get to the free throw line. Although they have a great shooter in Jad, they're not settling just for the 3 ball.
That's why when it comes down to this year, going to the area playoffs, the regional playoffs, these 2 teams are playing games like this to get them ready for that kind of action then.
Absolutely.
And hats off to the coaches to be able to play these types of games.
Absolutely. You need games like this to prepare you for the battle, the gauntlet of the area play, regional play, and then hopefully a championship run. And both of these teams have good pedigree, good DNA to make a really good run in the playoffs.
There's no question about it. And the thing is, they're just going to get better and better.
Absolutely.
If everybody stays healthy on these 2 teams, they're going to go far in their districts.
Absolutely.
And areas.
Absolutely. It's only December and we're seeing a game like this, so you're absolutely correct. And we talk about it in both of the games that we've had between last week and this week on both sides, boys and girls, the youthfulness of the game down here in Mobile, in our city. The game is in really good hands. We're talking about guys like Corian Coleman, but, we've got guys like LJ and like Kamari that are just sophomores.
Yeah. The Mobile County School District should be very proud of the athletics, basketball that is being played in this town. It has come a long way, and that's a tribute to them hiring good coaches, not only at this level, but they're feeders.
Absolutely.
They're able to start them out with the fundamentals and doing the things so that when they get up to the high school level, their fundamentals are right there to be able to take even further and further and go from there.
Absolutely.
Outstanding coaches. Whoever hired these 2 guys, of course, with Coach Roebling, whoever hired him, they're probably at home right now.
Mm-hmm.
But with Coach Griffin and them, these are 2 quality coaches that could be coaching in any school district, or for that matter, at college level.
Absolutely. Kudos to both of these administrations because both are really good players. Really.
Foul count discrepancy against 15. Pictures in the home book feel like they have 4.
As we had a discrepancy at the scores table in the book, home team has him as 4 fouls, so that's what it looks like we're going to have to go with. As Kamari Robinson is at the line and makes the first of 2.
Well, that's a shame that that happened, because I know Coach wouldn't have had him out there if he'd have known that.
Absolutely. That would have made a huge difference as Kamari makes that second free throw. 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 51-58 ball game.
But you know what? This is going to make this team grow more without Corian out there. Let's see what they can do without him out there.
Absolutely. Derek Gottlieb drives it and turns it over. And LJ Austin turns it over again, and shot goes up and rattles in and rattles out for the Lions. And we're going to stay at 51-58 to end the 3rd, Coach. And we're going to be back with 4th quarter action here at Theodore High School.
Looking for unforgettable food and flawless service for your next event? Woodyard Catering is Mobile's top choice for personal chefs and customized catering. From weddings and baby showers to funerals and private dinners, we bring delicious, handcrafted dishes made with the freshest ingredients, reliable, friendly, full of flavor. Whatever the occasion, we serve it with care. Call Woodyard Catering today, because every event deserves a taste of excellence.
Your experience is valuable, and now it pays. Have you taught at a private school, another district, or even retired from teaching? Mobile County Public Schools is now offering higher pay for your previous experience. That means you can step into the classroom at a higher pay level because your experience matters. Don't let your hard work go unrecognized. Apply today and start earning what you've worked for. Visit mcpss.com/job opportunities for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Fourth quarter action here as Theodore Bobcats are taking on the Williamson Lions. 51-58, and the Lions are looking to enter the basketball and get us started in this fourth quarter.
Just think if Theodore had J.J. Bush, who averaged 18 points a game last year, back with this team.
And they are a really good team now, as you said.
They are.
Team, just imagine. As there's a foul on the floor by Brandon May of the Bobcats. So Derek Gottlieb drove the basket. I apologize. And basketball is going to be taken out underneath. As we start the fourth quarter, Corian Coleman is not in the game, Coach. So talk about how big that's going to be for these guys to have to play without him, both ways for both teams, as he has 4 fouls.
If they can just stay close, 6-8 points. By the time he gets back in there, you're right. Let's see what they can do without him, which is going to do nothing but build this team for the future.
Absolutely. Derek Godbolt drove to the lane and got a basket to go. And they enter the ball to Kamari, and he picks up the foul on the Lions on Zarius Jones right there.
And look at Corian over there. He's over there rooting his teammates on. Good for him. I like to see that.
Great for him, Coach. And he's hanging on the edge of his seat.
Look
He's
at
coaching.
him.
I mean, you can give him a coaching shirt, Coach.
Yep.
He is cheering these guys on. And that's got to be great for his teammates to see him doing that.
Good timeout.
Good timeout. Good timeout. Coach Roblin wants to talk it over as this is a big possession for him and his group.
Big Coach Griffin out there. He's out there bringing them on in, congratulating them.
I tell you, good coaches know what buttons to push, and it looks like both of these coaches are doing a really good job of getting their teams, getting the most out of their kids.
That's true, and I know once they're over there in these huddles now, they've got enough experience to pinpoint what they're wanting these young men to do. Just with, if it's Coach Griffin, guys, just play solid. Keep us in the game for when our man comes back in. Keep us solid. And for Theodore, just do what you've been doing. Don't start forcing. Don't start taking bad shots. Don't start turning the ball over.
Absolutely. Stay poised and stay true to what we do. Bobcats move the ball around well. I tell you, they do a really good job of not taking bad shots. These guys are really under control, really run their offense effectively. If they don't like their shot, what they don't get panicked, you get rushed. They're doing a really good job, and you're playing without a shot clock, so there's no reason to.
Well coached, both bunches. You see.
Absolutely.
Bad pass.
As there's a drive on the baseline, Meconico tries to find LJ. LJ on that backside and just turns it over. Just a little bit of miscommunication. As Corian Coleman comes back into the game, now, Coach, he has 4 fouls with 6 minutes left, 6 minutes, 29 seconds left in this fourth quarter. So let's see how the Bobcats look to defend and play that.
Theodore's got Carvin Meconico in there as a freshman. He actually just was the one that turned the ball over then. But, hey, Coach must have a lot of faith in him to put him in this late in the game with this much on the line.
Absolutely. And Coach talked about him. He talked about him as a freshman. He's a key contributor. And he talked about where he kind of got it from. His mother was a former Spring Hill head coach, Spring Hill women's basketball. So he's got a lot of basketball pedigree within him.
And you know what? She's still the all-time leading scorer at Point University in Georgia.
There you go. There you go. So a lot of basketball in there with him as a freshman.
I didn't know who they were the other night. I was sitting with them at the Baker game.
As the Bobcats drive to the basket, LJ goes to the basket and finishes on
Nobody
the break.
helped on the
55
backside.
to 60. No help on the backside as he gets that wide open layup, Coach. Cam Smith drives the basket and picks up the foul on LJ. So he's going to get 2 shots, Cam Smith is.
You've got a sophomore out there in LJ Alston, and you know, it's one of those deals that you got to put out there, the ones that you have faith in this late in the game.
Coach, you've got a sophomore out there in Kamari Roberson as well. You've got a junior out there in Karan Curtis, and you've got a freshman out there, Harvey McConicle, as he does get subbed out.
You know what
by
I like
Marcus Roberson.
What I like to see is Kamari get these guys all together. Guys, let's do it. Show some leadership. Start showing some leadership as a sophomore.
Absolutely. As you know, these guys do look up to him. As Cam Smith makes that second free throw, we have a 56-60 ball game.
Take care of the ball. Y'all are up. Take care of the ball.
And that's going to be key right here, is it looks like the Lions are looking to trap all over the floor. Drop off and turnover right there. Corey and Coleman comes up with it and looking to attack on the break and finishes at the rim. 58-60 ball game right now, Coach. 5 minutes left.
This is anybody's game right now. Nice flash. Oh. He had a high-low.
LJ Austin and just rattles out.
When he first caught it, Kamari was wide open underneath. He spun and held his hand up. He didn't see him.
Open look by Derek Godbolt for the 3 and comes up short for the offensive rebound from a hustle, and ball goes back to the Lions, Coach.
Well, it's getting down to the time now where whether you got fouls or whether you don't, you got to have your 5 best players out there.
Hey, you got to have your best players out there right now. Possessions are key, as 4 minutes and 34 seconds are left in a ball game with no shot clock. So there may not be a lot of possessions in this game, as it was a back-and-forth game earlier. Now these coaches, as the Lions call a timeout, it's all about possessions. Possessions matter.
We'll see if the home court advantage happens, because last year it was an exact game just like this, and it got down to the last possession and Williamson won. We were at Williamson. Now we'll see if the tide turns where the home team is able to pull it off this year.
Well, I tell you, both groups are definitely in this game. These bleachers are rocking, and these fans are standing up.
Shit, I'm pumped up.
Absolutely.
You got any eligibility left?
Hey, I wish I did. I'll go back and find some or something.
If you're a ball player, you like basketball, this is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. These are the games that you want to play in. And I mean, you know, this is, whether it's December or February, this is a playoff game. Great play right there. Good hustle play by Brandon May. Just steps on the line. And ball goes back to the Lions. Ball goes into the Lions and goes back to Corey and Coleman. 3-point basket goes up and is missed. Kamari Roberson comes up with it.
Take care of the ball, big fella.
He goes behind the back and goes for the break, coast to coast, Coach. We talk about this game is dominated by bigs and playing as guards and taking care of the basketball, as Cam Smith goes back down and is hit on the elbow by Karan Curtis, and he's get 2 free throws.
Kamari goes coast to coast behind his back, lays it up. That's big time as a sophomore.
That's big time basketball, Coach. That's big time basketball. And we talk about it, you know, as the game goes on, but we're seeing a lot of skill set within this game. I mean, for a big kid to be in the open floor and go behind the back and Euro and finish at the rim, finger roll it, if you will, that's a big time move.
He is elevated when he gets up there and rebounds.
Absolutely. As Cam Smith misses that second free throw, but there's a lane violation.
And I can't emphasize this enough. Not everybody is going to have a body like that, like him or Corian. But the bottom line is, by the time you get to the 9th grade, in my opinion, that summer on, you've got to be working with weights and getting your body right with your skill work.
Absolutely. It's big for the game as in toughness, injury prevention, and everything, and confidence. You know, with you being confident enough to take the physicality within this game, because this has been a physical game. It has been a grind. Drive to the basket by Marcus Roberson as he scores on the floater. 61-64 for the Bobcats. 3:40 left in this ball game, Coach.
You got to be, as far as Corian, you got to guard them outside, but you can't get up on them and let them drive to the hole. Stay down.
Pull up basket.
Big time.
Corian Coleman as they try to isolate Brandon May right there and give him the basketball. Corian Coleman scores on the pull-up.
And I thought Brandon May did a great job.
He really did.
You know, went straight up.
Contested that shot. Coach, we've got a defensive battle right here. Marcus Roberson drives the basket again.
Man.
Comes up short on that layup. Lions get out on the break. Cam Smith drives the lane and drops it off to Corian Coleman as he gets in trouble, but knows who to drop it off to. Corian finishes at the basket, 65-60. Lions have gone up by 1.
This is anybody's game right now. I tell you what, this game right here is something to behold.
Absolutely, as we've gotten a foul on the Lions right there. On Captain Munnerlin right there. As we're not in foul trouble right there. Both teams have a foul or 2 to give. 65-64, 2:32 in this game, Coach.
And what I'm about to say, this is just me. Coach Rowland is a heck of a coach, but I think I'd run some high-low and try and get Kamari the ball. Flash somebody high, let Kamari pin low and spin, see if he can get an easy bucket in there.
Absolutely. Well, they ran that backdoor flex action a couple of times and got him over to the block. And we were looking to see if they would do that again as they turn it over right there. And it's going to go down to the Lions. So Lions are going to have the basketball.
As Kamari gets older, that play right there won't happen. He'll be able to make that move and get to the hole.
Absolutely.
He's got to keep getting better and better and better. Experience.
And looks like Coach Griffin is going to tell his group, we're going to use the clock right here. We're up with no shot clock. Break that count, Cam Smith. And ball goes in to Corian Coleman as he misses, but gets his offensive rebound, goes up and draws the foul.
You know the thing about Corian is he took a nice little floater in there. Most kids would have stopped at that. Guess who came up with the offensive rebound? He followed it, laid it in, got fouled.
Well, I'll tell you, the shooter is always the most important rebounder. And we always tell our kids this. Why? Because you know if your shot is short or off left or off right, so you can read where your shot is going.
And that's what we try and do our drills in our classroom with kids. You're the first one, what you just got to saying, to know if the ball's going in or not. Follow your shots. Unless you're a point guard that gets back and guards the hole, shoot the ball and follow your shots. Give yourself a chance to get an offensive rebound.
Absolutely. As Corian Coleman goes to the line and sinks both free throws to make this a 3-point lead, 67-64 with 1:40 left.
There's some college players on both teams. I'm
Absolutely.
not talking about just Division I players. There's some junior college players, some NAIA players out here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Get out of
Ball
there.
goes into L.J. Austin as he makes a really good move to split two and scores at the rim. 67-66 as the Bobcats call a quick timeout, Coach.
Coach Griffin, he's having more fun than anybody out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, and even as a player, these are the games that you want to be in, but even as a coach, and I'm sure you can attest to this, but these are the games that you want to coach.
Oh, no
These
question.
games like this.
Coach or play.
Absolutely.
If you're a player, you were born for these games.
Absolutely. You can look at every coach on each one of these benches, and their blood is pumping. Every one of them is getting after it just as their players.
Coach Wilder's over there. He's as happy as he can be.
I tell you, I love to see it. I love to see it. As we talk about, basketball is really good down here in our region.
His son, EJ, got some little bit of time tonight, but Coach Wilder's over there. Hey, he's right into the game. If he had any eligibility left, I think he'd go in.
I'm sure he'd suit up. So, Coach, talk about, 67-66, a minute and 15 seconds left in a high school game without a shot clock. What's going to be key right here?
Shot selection, take care of the ball. Those two things will win this game.
Absolutely.
And you know what? So far, I'm anxious to see how many. This has been a well-played, well-coached, well-attended game.
Absolutely. In games like this, it's unfortunate that somebody has to lose because this game could go either way, and it could go either way comfortably. Like this, Theodore could win or Williamson could win because both have played a really good game on both sides of the basketball.
But either way, both of them are going to benefit from this game for later on in the playoffs.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is going to be a game that you actually grow from. As the Lions look to draw a foul right there, extend a little bit of time. Corian Coleman has the ball and draws a foul on Kamari outside.
I'm not so sure. Again, that's been well put. I'm not so sure that I wouldn't have put distant pressure off of him to make him give the ball up and then foul. Well, let's see what the big fella can do with the free throws.
So he makes the first. Let's see if he makes the second. It's a 2-point basketball game right now.
I'd say yes, he's going to make this.
I'd say so. He's been ice cold so far. Ice in his veins, Coach. He has made 4 big free throws down the stretch for his team. And we talk about being a leader, but free throws and taking care of the basketball is also a big part of leading.
Here's one thing for you. Somebody would have been in major trouble if they wouldn't come away with him having 4 fouls.
Absolutely.
If he would have had 5 fouls and fouled out, somebody would have been getting in trouble for keeping those books wrong.
Yeah, I think somebody would have got a little chewy.
Somebody's going, wow, I'm glad they.
Glad we got it right.
Yes.
Glad we got it right. 69-66, 56 seconds left. Now, the Lions are sitting with a couple fouls to give, Coach. In your opinion, what's your take on the situation right here? They haven't shot the 3-ball well. Do you look to foul right here? Do you look to let it play out? Because we know the Bobcats probably going to look to go to Kamari.
Yeah, they've got a couple fouls, depending on 56. If he makes this one, that'll put him up 4 points. Yeah, if they got a couple fouls, I'd take 5 to 10 seconds off and then foul, and then another 5 to 10 seconds. But I wouldn't do a quick foul.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Let's look to see what they decide to do right here.
Man, I hadn't done this much thinking coaching in a while now. My
everybody's
brain's hurt.
blood is flowing, isn't it?
I'm getting fired up to coach again.
Well, I'm sure, Coach, somebody would love to have you on their sidelines.
Hey, trust me, that's not going to happen. I've had my time in the sun.
Well, time and success. As the Bobcats enter the ball, get a quick screen right here. Kamari Curtis has it at the top and move it around. Travis Davis
now
with it.
Foul.
Ball back goes back to the top. 3-point basket goes up and missed.
Oh.
And big block by the Lions right there. And they bring it out. So
Smart.
Lions come up with the play.
Smart play.
Very smart play right there. Very smart play.
And look
by
at
the freshman, Captain Munderland, to not take that shot and bring it out for the time.
And look who got the block shot down here. Our man Corian Coleman.
Hey, big-time players make big-time plays all over the floor. It's not just on the offensive side.
Do you think anybody sitting in here right now would say, go up there and ask, I'd like to have my money back? It's wasn't been a very good game.
Not at all.
I wouldn't think so either.
This was well worth the admission and the popcorn. As second free throw is missed. But Captain Munderland comes up with the offensive rebound and tie-up jump ball and saves a possession. Coach, we talk about youthfulness. We talk about different things. But this Captain Munderland kid has come in and contributed to the game and made big-time plays at the right time.
One thing I'll say, that technical foul early in the game, that shouldn't have happened. They should have been a warning and stuff, but it could be something that goes back for this winning game here, to win this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. As ball goes inbounds to Corian Coleman, and he draws the foul. And he's going to shoot two more free throws. So free throws down the stretch and taking care of the basketball have been key. And we talk about that as he misses the first, but that was a key blockout right there.
I think that's his second miss free throw.
I think it is.
Yep.
I think it is. I think it is. He's 4 or 5 at the free throw line right now, just down the stretch. He shoots the second and misses it. Bobcats do come up with it down by 4. Ball goes to Kamari. He goes up for the 3 and misses. But they come up with offensive rebound and turn it over. And the Lions turn it over as well, trying to race the ball up the floor. Ball is going to go back to the Bobcats with 7 seconds. 7 seconds right here. Ball goes in. Travis Davis with it and shoots the 3 and goes up and misses. And gets the offensive rebound, goes up, and that's going to be ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Lions come into the Bobcat den and come out with a big victory, 70-66. And as you said, Coach, I don't think anybody is disappointed.
No, not at all.
Mission with this game.
Not at all. These people here going away, they might be a little upset because their team may have not won. But I'm going to say this too. This community around Theodore, they really support their athletics.
Absolutely.
A lot of these individuals were born here, raised here, lived here. Good for them for doing what they did to be able to come here and yell for their team.
Absolutely.
Great community.
Absolutely. The fan support here is second to none. And as we said, although someone had to win and someone had to lose this game, and it could have gone either way, but we've watched a really great brand of basketball for both of these. Both of these programs are in really good hands.
Really good hands. And both of them have young players.
Absolutely.
They had freshmen playing tonight. They had sophomores playing tonight. So, and as illustrated, as advertised, our two that a lot of people came here to see go against one another.
Absolutely.
They really got some things done, Corian and Kamari.
Absolutely. Coach Griffin, congratulations on a great win tonight. What do you think it took for your guys to come into this Theodore Bobcats house and get this victory?
It took some toughness, man, and some good coaching on my sideline. I got some great assistant coaches. Coaching against Coach Roblin, man, he's a class act. They running that good stuff down there, man, getting that action for that big kid. But it just took my guys to be tough. I'm proud of them, man. We finally got some adversity and lived up to it, but did what we were supposed to do with it. I'm glad to see them finish off a game. You know, it might be a little ugly, but hey, it's like that sometimes,
Coach,
man. That's what we need.
Coach, how did it feel sitting over there with possibly Corian having 5 fouls? I know you had to be a little nervous over there.
Nervous with Corey with 4 fouls, and Cam Smith also had 4 or 5 foul trouble bad. But I'm proud of him too, man. He don't like to come out of the game, and he understood, and he kept his head, and he kept his teammates going. I'm proud of him, man. He played through adversity, and he just keep getting better, man. I appreciate it. He was a leader on the sideline, man, calling out stuff. He did a good job, man.
As a spectator and as a coach, this was a phenomenal game. I tip my hat to you and Coach Roblin. Y'all had both teams prepared to go to war tonight.
Yes, sir. It was a war out there. Like I said, man, I've been coaching against Coach Roblin for a minute now, and he's a good basketball friend of mine, and I got nothing but respect for him, man. He was running some great stuff down there. We got to do a better job. I can't wait to look at film to see how they was eating us up down there on that block with big fella Kamara. He young too, but I'm just proud of my guys, man.
Go enjoy yourself, my man.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. All right, Trent.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our action. 70-66 as the Williamson Lions come in and get the victory on the road. And we look at the game, the tail of the game, Coach. There was not a lot of three-point baskets made, and looking at Theodore, they didn't attempt any three-point basket.
Look at this, is phenomenal. I can't remember the last time doing a game for a whole game, especially a caliber game like this, 7 turnovers apiece. That's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
That's what made this game. There wasn't many errors and stuff. It was a great game to watch.
Absolutely. The turnovers were equal. The rebounds were close right there. So that's the tale of 2 games. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back next week as the Williamson Lions go to Blunt High School to take on the Blunt Leopards. We're going to be back for some more Tuesday night hoops. Tune in. It's myself, Trent Eager, and Coach Ronnie Arrow. Look to broadcast.